Unique New York.
Unique New York.
How
Bug
about
bear
what is
baby
this?
buggy?
That's me, like, that's my dancing face.
a big black bug made a big black bear made a big black bear bleed blood. Yes.
As
We're
soon as this
live,
stream
everyone.
starts-
Welcome to the Ironkeep Chronicles.
Hey, Kermit.
I am your dungeon master. Oh, so you're dungeon bastard.
Oh, why are you
so
so
he has diarrhea.
fancy?
My mic's down
Oh
here.
my.
I'm using my Batman voice now.
Oh, God.
Welcome to Ironkeep Chronicles.
What?
Oh, wow.
What is your Batman voice?
Well, it's a Batman voice.
Hashtag needs work.
Wow. Okay. Hey, every week we play the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We are just at the end of the Sunless Citadel, the first intro adventure in
We did
Tales
it.
from the Yawning Portal. Oh, look. I bought the book. I tabbed it. So far, we've used this tab. I have an all-star cavalcade of players here this week and every week to indulge in my weird, sadistic Dungeons & Dragons whims. Who puts up with this stuff? People like Eric Riker!
Everyone, my name's Eric Reichert, and I'm playing Grayson Hale, the Paladin of Torm, and I still don't have my mini on me, so I'm this cowboy. Because I also painted this guy. I was really proud at how he
That
came out.
was a cool one. That was
yeah,
really
so
cool.
Is that the Bones one?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
It is the Bones material, or is it metal?
It's bones.
It's the Bones
Yeah.
one? Yeah, I have that one.
Bronze.
All right, dog. Hey, guess what? Our dog is loose. My dog is loose in the studio.
Are we sharing this
There's
dog?
a miniature deer loose in the studio. Who else enjoys the Dungeons and the Dragons with us? Well, Havana Mahoney does.
Yay! Havana.
Hi, guys. How's it
Sweet.
going?
Really great.
Oh, good. I specifically meant Amy.
We
all of
knew
you.
that.
Okay, cool.
Havana, if there's one thing your character learned last session, what do you think it was?
Man, she's just as badass as she thought she was.
Tweet. Hashtag
killing it.
Go
Wow.
lay down.
Yeah,
If you want one of those, you gotta lay down.
What did we learn? What did we learn?
We'll get to the
More
recap.
you know.
Okay.
All right, you learned you're a badass. Affirmed you were a badass. Very good. Who else was badass? Grav Galati, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, it's me. Hi, I play.
It's me.
It's me. I play Thon of the Morningwood. Oh no, that's not true. Amy just
Whoa.
wrote morning here.
Wow.
What does that mean?
So it
Morning
says-
wood. What does
It's
that
like
mean?
it's like
It's like when the sun is filtering through the trees and you wake up and the birds are singing and
And then you got a boner.
Mostly shit on Instagram. Eric Riker.
for the funnies and the jokes. Lots of penis jokes.
check that out.
Speaking of boners,
Amy Vorpal's here. I don't know what kind of segue that was.
I know what it was.
She gives me a boner.
Seemed
Yeah.
like
That's what I
revenge.
No, that's
I wake
amazing.
up every morning in a pool of Amy Vorpal
oh, oh,
thoughts
Oh.
and feelings.
I'm gonna.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just
I am gonna
To quote my-
give you a boner tonight.
And tomorrow. And
we have 1,000
forever.
viewers all of a sudden.
We're casting on my free cams.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just by nature of being me gonna
Comedy boner.
give people boners.
Planning thoughts is kind of doing something.
But
But I take most of the brunt of that.
Yeah. Boner. So I'm Amy Vorpal.
Yeah,
Risky Pixels, resub times 3.
Thank
Boners?
you.
What's up on the
I
boners?
can't resub fast
Yeah,
enough.
that guy loves boners.
that-
God, how many people do you
That's
think
our
hit
fault
the
for
sub
talking
button with their dicks? I got a touch screen just for this reason.
All right.
5.
No, I was just raising my
5
hand.
is probably a good guess.
You didn't know that Risky Pixels is my alt account, did you? That's what this iPad is for. All right.
No,
I'm
let
Amy
Amy say a thing.
I'm Amy Vorpal. I'm playing Tack Sully Pond. She is a hill dwarf, and she's a mystic, which is basically the Forgotten Realms version of a scion. She's a surmind for magic, and she had quite an episode last time. She found her
Literally.
She found her mummer's cart broken somehow in a fucking sarcophagus.
That's true. Yes. Very good. Those are our players. I am your DM. We have a little bit of business that we have to take care of at the top of the stream here.
Aw, Dad.
First of all, I want to say that you can all influence the game, right? So if you do asterisk, bang. I just only want to say bang. Bang donations. If you do exclamation point.
Bang.
It's programmer talk. It's like it's just bang.
Programmers.
Yeah.
Biggest boner havers. I've heard.
If you do exclamation point donations, you can see the ways in which you can influence tonight's game. There are individual donations which affect the fate of the players at the table, and then there are also group donations or cumulative goals which will unlock various story points or special abilities throughout tonight's events. And perhaps continuing on into next week. The other thing that I would like to take care of before we get any further into the stream and start playing our D&D is, as you probably have heard from people more famous than me, which is a lot of people.
No, don't say that. No.
There's a lot of people more famous
You're
than me.
so famous.
I have like. I have,
You've been in a gum commercial.
You've been a dad on several things.
You're the next door neighbor.
I was at a callback today.
No, you weren't.
And I met
Let's be honest.
three different women who have played my faked wife in various spots.
Whoa,
Look
drama.
I'm kind of a big deal.
That's weird.
Which of them is your favorite?
Janice?
Rate them on prettiness
Deborah?
from 1 to 10.
Shelley?
Don't make me pick. All right. But as you have probably heard from people more famous than me, and they're out there, some of them are sitting next to me. I'm pointing at Gaurav.
Have you
Today
been his wife? Is that what that
We've
was?
I
auditioned
just
together,
did.
not
We
as
have
my wife,
auditioned,
though.
not as. Was it?
I don't think you were my fake wife. I think we were coworkers or something. We were in a
it
meeting.
was a
It was
garden.
also for a gum
Oh,
commercial.
was it? I thought it was. I
Remember?
thought it was like a garden thing.
No, I remember this because we auditioned for like a Trident commercial, and we had this whole conversation about going to Gen Con and playing D&D.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
And then I couldn't make the callback for whatever reason. I don't remember what it was. And you booked the spot.
Oh yeah.
And the guy that they cast in the role looked exactly like me, and I was so pissed. I was like, "That was me! That was me! That was my role!"
It was with Sean White.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
were you pissed because you were like, that was my long lost twin and I didn't get his phone number?
There are occasions where my wife is like, "Why isn't that you? Oh, that is you. Is that you?" Why
He's running
why isn't
around
that
stealing
you?
all your rolls. All your dinner rolls.
There's
He's got a big pillowcase full
One
of
of the weirdest things, and I'm just going to zap this out there and then this will be over with. One of the weirdest things for my wife was when she first got here, because she's from Canada and she could not work. She came with me on auditions for something to do, right? And she could not get used to the fact that at an audition, you walk into a room and there's me and there's 25 other guys who look slightly like me. They're all there.
She fell in love with all of them.
She's like, "Oh, I could have had such better pickings." Please.
I wish I was back in Canada. I could have married all of them. Legal in Canada to marry
I have a
however
story
many
about
people
that
you
too, but I'm not going to share it right now. Let's get down to
How
business.
many wives do you have?
I have one wife.
But I want 10.
So,
Is she watching?
quick
right now?
story. The quick story on this is she didn't have a driver's license when she got here, and so she went to Trader Joe's, and she was buying a 6-pack of beer, and the woman was like, "Oh, can I, have some sort of ID?" Sure. So she flips open her Canadian passport, and the woman is like, "Oh, you're from Canada. Are you just visiting?" And Lindsay was like, "Oh no, I came down here to get married." And the woman goes, "Oh, but I thought they had that kind of marriage up there."
Yes. Obviously, you're gay, ma'am.
And Lindsay was like, you could see the train wreck happening, her mind going, don't say it.
Oh,
But she
no.
couldn't stop because it had already started coming out of her mouth.
That's so
and it was like,
weird.
no, you're right. We have had gay marriage since 2004. Thank you very much. But I married a dude down here. I, appreciate the sentiment.
I would not explain anything. I would just kill them.
Oh my God, that's so great.
How dare you make any assumptions about who I am, winch?
Just pull out
And
your
then
sword.
I slit her throat.
Right there. Well, they have good health insurance at Trader
And I
Joe's.
take all her samples.
Speaking of politics, today is a National Net Day of Protest. Up for approval, appropriation, passage. I'm not sure how to describe our political process because right now it's a dumpster fire. A big burning pile of garbage in that dumpster fire, which directly affects you and everyone here in this studio, is the net neutrality bill, which is up. So please, we've been asked to throttle our stream. We're not going to do that. But if you use some global emotes in the chat, then it turns into a spinning wheel. That's Twitch being one of the companies that is standing up against this quote-unquote, better commerce on the internet. What it comes down to is whoever pays the most is going to have the best internet. And I don't know about you, but my internet already sucks. I don't need to pay more to make it suck harder. So there's a number of different issues out there politically that are near and dear to all of our hearts. But I think as everyone who's a fan of this particular media can agree, net neutrality does not pan out in our favor.
It's going to turn into like super fake news where somebody, like the people at the bottom rung will know like, oh, someone got hit by a bus, and the next tier would be like, Fred got hit by a bus, and the next tier would be like, Fred got hit by a bus right in front of the dancing lion, and the next person will be like everyone will just have tiers of knowledge.
Different knowledge.
Based on how much money you have.
Yeah, based on how much money you have.
Net culture is already kind of in a morass, but we don't need to make it worse. I certainly don't want to have to pay.
What was that word?
Morass.
Oh my God.
What was
If you weren't married before, you are.
It just happened.
That's the kind of vocabulary it takes to be in a gum commercial, ladies and gentlemen.
Boner.
All right.
Wait, really quick.
How do you spell it? Morass?
Yes.
More ass?
Morass.
More ass, please. It's really easy to do something about this too. I know, like with a lot of political stuff, like you have to like call people to make a difference, which is like people like us don't like talking to other humans. So I totally get that. But with this, it's super, super easy. There's a header on Twitch. There's a header on Discord. They're like all over big sites that we all care about. There is a header there. You click on it. It'll talk you through it. Very simple information, step by step. And at the bottom, it'll give you a link on who to contact. It'll also give you a link on suggestions about what you should write about or how you should write out your thing. You don't have to talk to another human. You can be as personal about it as you want. Take it seriously. I also put it on my Twitter if anyone wants to check it out, at Havanarama. I link to where you can send your stuff, and then I also link to a site that'll help you write it out. But please do, every one of those really matters, because the more of those they get, then the more they're going to take it seriously. So please do that if you haven't already. I did. Did you guys do it?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Absolutely.
No,
I need to
haven't
do it.
yet.
Really
we'll see.
easy.
The FCC
5
does
minutes.
have a public comment period that they have to accept actual comments.
And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So put the F in the FCC and do your citizenship
The link.
business
Is it up
for
here?
yourself
Yeah, it's up there.
mostly, and for us as well, and for the future. And I don't
F
really.
in the FCC stands for future.
Yeah, put the
Stands
future in
for
the
fuck.
FCC. Yeah.
Fuck!
All right,
Fuck
so
Trade Commission.
welcome to let's get some
communication,
gaming going on, shall we?
Well, okay.
Upset now.
Okay.
Who would like to
Do the
describe briefly what happened last session? It was a big fight.
Yeah, we killed the tree.
We killed a bunch of
God,
trees.
we changed the lords like 8 times.
You set a timer. It was weird.
We got a
Yes,
bunch of
so
loot.
we had a big boss fight between Belloc and his tree minions. Ray of Sunlight kicking in the bits.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
the bit.
Oh,
for
Ray
the
Sunlight's
bits.
the one who got me this dress.
Oh,
Nice.
really?
Thank
Oh,
you,
cool.
Ray Sunlight, for giving Havana a dress. She needed one.
I had no clothes.
She would have came naked if you didn't give him the dress.
We really would be off.
It's a nice dress. I complimented her earlier on it.
Yeah.
She said, "What is that?"
You know, classic me compliment.
So we had a big boss fight between Belloc, the evil druid, apparently.
He was a druid?
The
Yeah.
Gulthius tree. He cast Entangle.
He had that book of birds with the touch tones.
I was just a friend of birds. I don't know.
maybe,
likes
maybe he
birds.
just likes nature.
Something about
There was the Gulthius tree, which you...
What is it?
It's like a little mark.
It's like a,
Put a
I
pen
think
next
you
to your
got
face.
pin on your face.
Make it-
How? Where is it?
It's right. I'm gonna touch it.
Get
It's right
it?
there. You got it. Continue.
Ta-da!
Sorry.
I'm pretty again.
Um,
Thanks for pointing that out, Groff.
You're welcome.
I was
The
about-
Gulthius tree had a couple of minions. You liberated Dell, apparently, from the birdcage in the tree.
Wow!
Did she turn back into what?
RJ.
$20?
Kick it into $20. Thank you.
Okay.
She did not turn back into anything.
she's still a bird.
She's still a bird. She's in that little cage.
I'm
Wait,
like a
really?
bird.
Yeah.
Wait, what does she sound like again? I'm like a bird in the fairway.
I mean, despite all the rape, she's still just a bird in a cage.
I don't know where my soul is.
It's both.
Deli Furtado.
Deli.
So you slew the tree, you dug up this weird coffin thing that was buried in the muck below it, and liberated a number of items.
Yep.
I
That's
chose
where
to
we
stay
left
in the
off.
coffin.
Oh yeah, you got a list of those, right?
I did.
Oh,
Two.
okay.
In the
3
bonus card.
potions of healing, 2 vials of antitoxin. Entangle.
This
It must have been a
scroll.
scroll of.
Yeah.
Protection from poison. Druidic theories. That's a book. 365 gold. 100 gold.
In gems or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Something like that?
5 gold lockets. Magic.
Huh? Not 5. A fine gold locket.
Oh,
All right, my handwriting is shit. All right,
fine gold lockets.
find them.
Wow.
Long sword. Foin. I think I
Oh
wrote
my
foin.
god! Did we open the locket? Did we?
The mummer's card. I open it. I eat it. I swallow it.
No, no, no!
It's gone. It's too late, Amy. She said it, so it happens.
I guess you're gonna
That's how
have
this
to wait
game
till she
works.
poops it out.
Haha.
No.
Make
Lock
a
it.
Constitution save to poop it out.
No, I think.
Let's take a long rest.
I bleed out.
Poop it out by the end.
You do not have a long rest available
I
to
know.
you right now.
I think
Smug. What?
Yep.
you gotta open that shit,
On a
Avro.
scale to 1 to yes, how magical does that longsword seem?
Foin. Is what I wrote. I'm not sure if that's what. Why did I write that?
Well, no one
kind of
has
state of
detect
mind was
magic, right?
Oh, I had a red.
Oh,
No.
you did. Yeah.
No. Why
But-
don't you all give me... First of all, why don't we draw for our Lords of the Iron Keep this evening?
Well,
Who's going to influence our
Let's
game?
just roll.
This is a
first.
role play
Wait, is
session.
this is this the ones from last time? Are these the ones from last time?
No.
These are regular.
These are the regular
So
ones.
this one is a bad one.
This is Ascending. This is the good one.
This is a good one.
This is the plus D3.
Hey, who's my best friend?
Sneak,
Yeah,
hide,
yeah.
Arun Mox, sneak, hide, enter, or escape.
And that's a plus.
is the-
That's a plus D3.
Yes. Then advantage on. No, that's not a good one. Hargat Axebinder, resist, hold fast, bear fangs.
What was that one from last time that made me laugh all the time?
I don't know. All I know is that there's that handout of the goblin trade logs that just
Don't mention
makes you cry.
I think I gave it to you. Did you give it back?
She does. No, she still has
She
it.
owns it now.
Yeah.
It's a part of her.
And then the bad,
I was picking the bad
distance.
guys.
It is Brunfrida Austin Pop, charm, deceive, or affix
Oh,
a price.
shit.
That's not gonna happen to us.
That's.
Yeah, when are you
This
gonna
is a
need-
replay,
Oh,
a fucking
I'm the
role play
charmer.
session.
When are you gonna need to charm or deceive anyone tonight?
I don't
Probably
know.
never.
Grayson's pretty charming.
Wait, I gave it back.
Did you? It's all good.
Not as charming as me.
All right.
You're precocious. There's a
Ah.
RJ Canucks
I
gives the
magic
table
people
2
into
bumps.
charming.
Our
Oh,
bumps
wow.
are
Thank
generously
you.
provided by campaign coins. Hey, friends of the show, if
Thanks,
you do not
bumps.
have campaign coins, you can get them 2 places, probably more. You can get them at campaigncoins.com, or you can join a bunch of us at Gen Con and buy them
Oh
there
my
from
God.
them at their
Oh,
booth.
that's right.
Yes, it's coming.
It's happening.
I
It is a lot closer.
I am real excited. I want Gen Con in my face.
We all do.
All right, very good.
I'm-
And
I'm
that means I
Mr.
get
Gen Con.
6
She
bumps.
is Mr.
no
Gen
4.
Are we gonna sleep together at Gen Con?
Oh yeah.
I get
Whoa.
3 for everyone
Oh,
that
you're
you
right.
guys
We
get.
just
Yeah.
got a
Thank you
million
very much.
viewers.
A man could
You
try.
heard the stories from last time.
Oh yeah, you
The sleeping
you
arrangements.
Something like a-
vampiric.
She's a lich. Yeah.
Vampire.
Nosferatu over here.
It's so great.
All right, very good. So, yes, where we left off is you just dug this thing up, and a strange calm has settled over the Twilight Grove. You can still,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'm
when
like-
you focus your third eye, your
no.
psychic sight around the space here, you can still see that their cords, go through, and then yours now too goes back through the portal back into the material world, whereas it was before attached to the Golthius tree.
The Golthius tree. But I'm normal now.
It's gone.
So we told that goblin that we'd get the head of Belloc, but the head of Belloc is now on her skeleton friend.
What?
Well, we don't know if
Because
it's.
What?
when
You-
you
you-
blew the whistle, you used his corpse. So he got up and ripped his skin off and became.
Well, now we don't have to
right?
carry it.
That's what happened, right?
Now we don't have to carry it.
Yeah, I mean, you could provide enough of I'm not gonna make you like figure out how to harvest his skin and put it back on his skull.
Please do.
We just had that mental exercise. That suffices, in my opinion.
Okay.
So his, he's still wearing his clothing. So
Okay.
the skull with the, with the leather.
I don't understand the
and whatnot.
logistics of that. It's like his
His
skin melted off and
sloughs off,
dripped out of his
sloughs
clothes.
Sloughs off of his body.
I think if my skin came off, my pants would come off.
Put that one in the quote generator, everybody. There you go. Yeah, maybe so.
the quote generator.
Okay, great. Belloc has his shirt, no pants, and his weird hat on. What are you doing, buddy? You want a treat? You gotta lay down.
We could have put his clothes on any skeleton
Yeah.
and let him run
That's
away.
also true. But he has a very unique facial structure. I think he said that. He mentioned
Hey.
that.
He's ruined.
Lay down. What you also promised to get was the silver ring that he wore.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, yeah.
Did it schlup off?
Yeah.
You find it. You found it. I mentioned that at the end of the
Yeah,
session.
we found it.
Got
I
it.
didn't write it down.
We.
Can I
Too
inspect
late
that
now.
ring?
What?
I would like to look
With
at
my
that sword.
hands.
Okay, give me an intelligence investigation check or an intelligence arcana check if you think that it may be magical. Your arcana
Not even
skill
gonna
will
try.
help you determine that.
I do the same for the ring?
Da, 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 da.
Oh, I'm not very good at this.
16. Arcana.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
Yep, that's a 6.
Yeah, you're not sure about this ring. It does have a couple runes. It has a couple runes on the inside and it has a
Draconic?
big rune on the outside, but
Not draconic.
they're not draconic. They might
Probably
be
Drake.
arcane runes. They might be infernal.
okay.
You're not sure what they are, but
Alright.
that's as much information.
Alright.
With a 6, it's like,
I'm
well,
a toss
there's
in my
a reason
pocket.
I might think that it's magical, but there's
Right.
a reason that it might just be a cool ring too.
I'm gonna pocket it.
So with a 16, you definitely get the sense that this you can see very clearly that this thing is etched with runes, and it appears to have magical properties. And the other thing that you notice about it is it looks like when you pull it out of the this steel coffer, the steel coffin.
Thanks for the donation. I love random encounters.
Yeah.
Is that you, Texas Devin?
Who's trolling Tom right now?
Who's calling me out? Very good, $5.
I saw that tweet.
I saw that series of tweets. You went on a tirade about it.
Yeah.
I did.
You lost a lot of friends.
It was threaded for a reason.
He hates tables, guys.
That's not true.
He hates tables?
I'm going to talk about
tables
random
are
encounters
wild.
tomorrow on Disorganized Play at 2 o'clock Pacific. So join me if you want want the inside scoop on how to make random encounters that don't suck.
I can't do that.
All right.
I'm
That's
gonna tune in.
well.
just got
I probably won't do
reminded.
much recapping tomorrow. So if you wanted to tune into that stream, you could tune in for that
I'm gonna
stream.
get in there.
Where is it? Oh, yes. So, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Halfling.
And
Damn, that's a million.
So in Dwarven on this thing, and it's a fairly like if there were still a category for broadsword, this would fit into it, right? But it's a broadsword / longsword. It qualifies as a longsword. And in Dwarven, it says Shatterspike in large
way
Dwarven
cooler.
runes.
That's a cool
etched
name.
down the thing.
Damn
The
it.
other thing that you noticed when you retrieved this item is that when it came out of the box, this steel coffer or sarcophagus, whatever it was, there were places where the steel box was punctured, and there were roots from the Golthius tree that were tightly wound around this thing, but they sort of turned to ash when you killed it, and so you reach in and you could see almost like how there's that papery nature to a wasp's nest, and so the roots took on that quality, and as you touched them, they just dissolved into dust. And then you reached in and you pull out this sword that says Shatterspike along the blade, or whatever, with the tang or the haft. Or
It would probably be this. Typically, they'd be in the center, on the
Right.
center bevel.
So there you go. Yes. So that leads you to believe that this is not just an extraordinary weapon, but most likely a magical
That's
one.
very loud.
Thanks for the sub, Shimiction.
Thanks
Cool.
for the subshimex.
I got a magic sword.
Dep.
You got your very own Frostmourne.
Yeah.
That'll go really well.
Shatterspike.
Shatterspike.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna write down longsword damage.
Are you going to
Is
rename
there
it?
extra
After
any
Torm?
extras to it, or do I have to wait and consult a smarty pants to figure that stuff out?
Let's see whether you have to attune to it is the real question.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
It does require attunement.
Okay.
So you do not have any access to any of the powers of it. If you spend a long rest with it, you will be attuned to it, and then you'll be able to access
The walk
its
of
abilities.
attunement. Shame.
Shame.
Montrevant.
Thank
kicks
you.
in
But you don't
20
gotta be
Thank you,
attuned to
Marshall.
smack
Elizabeth.
somebody with it.
That's right.
Elizabeth.
It still hits just as hard.
Yeah, hits,
Excuse
and
me?
it does just as if it's a longsword, it's just the same as my warhammer.
Nice.
Do
All right. So what else?
you want to
would
look at
you-
that locket, Havana?
Yeah, I'll open it.
Okay.
Pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it.
So you look at this locket. It has a very strange rune on the cover, on the outside of it.
Okay.
And you can't get it open right away. Why don't you, if you'd like to fidget with it,
Yeah, this is how I die.
you're welcome to do so.
No, this is how you live.
11. What am I adding to it?
This would be like a dexterity disabled device, sleight of hand,
Sleight of
thieves
hand?
give thieves tools and stuff, right?
15.
15.
Oh, great.
Oh, and I
Alright.
think I have advantage with my thieves tools. Is that right?
You would have your proficiency bonus
Yep.
with your
Oh, okay.
thieves tools.
So 15. Oh,
What's your
16.
dex?
16. 16.
Okay.
Wait, is that right?
Wait,
What's your dexterity score?
19.
plus
19. So you're plus 4 on that, and then you get plus 2, so you're plus 6 on this roll. So 17 total.
Oh, 17.
Yes.
Okay.
I Love Random Encounters gives Garav inspiration.
Ooh.
Very
Cool.
nice.
Thank you.
Very good.
Appreciate it.
He's going to take it away from you.
So you realize that this thing, doesn't have like a traditional lock, key, whatever on it, right? But it does have like a puzzle box type of mechanism to it. And you twist and turn and twist and do several moves on it, and
It's Hellraiser.
it pops it pops open, and inside there's a little portrait, and you see a portrait of a rather dour-looking dwarvish man with a giant, like a huge beard, like not just handlebar but braided mustache, and then gold braided into his beard, and kind of these stern, piercing blue eyes, and kind of a male pattern baldness on the top. And it's just his face. It's really just,
Okay, I'm going to show it to attack.
it looks like he's wearing some sort of copper torque around his neck.
Okay. I'll show it to attack, and I'll be like,
That's my teacher from Waterdeep.
No.
Is it?
It's not.
It's
Tech.
my grandfather.
I don't want you to think I'm assuming all dwarves know each other, but this guy looks important. Maybe he's like a higher up in the dwarvish community. Do you recognize him?
You do not recognize him. No. And now, a couple things to keep in mind. Number one, you grew up in this backwater of Oakhurst and fairly isolated from the rest of dwarven society, right? So it's not like you're sort of the strangers in
Okay,
town.
I look
Yeah.
at Avril and I go, that's not my grandfather. That's your father.
What?
Just kidding. I know.
Oh, she got too good.
That's really not nice.
Yeah.
I think we're all in a delicate space right now, so I'm gonna let that slide. It's not kind.
It's a weird thing to
It's
say
not
to
nice.
someone you claim is your best friend.
Well, she's getting married to her best friend, or she's already married to her best friend.
Huh?
What?
What?
Why do you keep talking about the marriage?
Why do you?
What? This
You
is the
brought
first
it
time
up.
I've met. No, I'm through.
All right, so I'm still freaking out too about my mama's cart.
Okay.
Do I still hear music in it in my head over it? Oh, there it is. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
Fuck. So is there still music in my head?
It only, it is.
Is there more to it?
It is
Oh!
stopped
Oh,
playing
it's
at this
thing.
point.
Oh.
Is the mummer's cart built, or is it in
No, it's-
pieces?
No, it's in pieces.
It is in pieces. Okay, so that's different because when we buried it, it wasn't in pieces, right?
No.
I mean, I had thrown it, but I think
Yeah, it
it
broke.
teleported.
But then she reformed it using her magic
Right.
powers.
Yeah.
No,
so
I didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, you totally did, actually.
What are you
He
talking
threw
about?
it like over a cliff.
It's smashed.
You threw it.
It smashed, and then you freaked out, rolled real good, and it reformed in your hand instantaneously.
Oh.
You were like, no.
Then your eyes went black, and you killed a kobold with magic.
It wasn't a kobold. It was like a priest.
Yeah, it was a dragon
kobold
priest.
priest.
Oh, the kobold dragon priest. Right. Well, anyway, we all
It
remember
was
that
just
very
demon
well.
magic. Whatever. to quote session 1, it was just demon magic. Fine.
Oh, well, it's fine.
All right. So yes, you do still have your pieces. So you look at this locket. It looks actually fairly old. It does not look like like shiny brand new.
Okay.
It looks like it's been worn, well worn.
All right. I guess.
And
I'll just
also
hang
the
on to it.
construction of it. So here's the weird part, right? Is the construction of it. You know from your various thieving challenges and whatnot is not dwarven. So however it's made, put together, however it's been constructed, it's probably not done by dwarves.
Okay, here's the question I have: I've been carrying around this crazy key for a long time that we got from
Right, from, what's her name?
what's her face?
The kobold queen.
Yusriel.
Yusriel. Yeah,
Yusriel.
Yusriel.
And I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, we never found anything. I mean, we might have just missed a room
It's
or
like a
something.
significant.
That doesn't sound like
it's like
Avro
a
to
real
miss a
big
room.
key. It doesn't sound like me.
Maybe we can ask the goblins.
Is there anything in this room with that kind of like a big keyhole anywhere?
No, you're in a weird sort of like
Oh, we're in
almost,
kind of an
almost
alt
like
universe.
yeah, it feels like it's both maybe the size of a football field or a little like maybe a third of the size of a football field.
Sports. I don't hear anything research, but
But it also feels like it has kind of this like infinite quality to it, right?
So this is the astral plane, right? Because that's what I learned last time.
Yeah.
Or-
It seems like some sort of pocket dimension off of the astral plane.
what are we doing? My sister's still a bird.
Can I wish for something?
Much like the ethereal plane has places where it borders on other planes and you can kind of stand in between those planes, this appears to be, and this would actually kind of like go against some of the teachings that you have learned about studying the planes, although your experience is limited. This appears to be a place where the astral plane borders the material plane.
That's odd.
I wish for
It's
a
very odd
horse.
because that's not a naturally occurring phenomenon. That would have to be invoked.
Does it feel like the
Oh.
plane changed at all when we got rid of Belloc, when his life ended? Like, did anything...
Give me a perception check.
Okie dokie. That's, I think, 10?
Whoops.
Yeah.
So nothing changed when you killed Belloc, but now that the tree is dead, you can feel like it seems like the space is just getting a little bit smaller.
Oh,
almost
fuck.
like not.
Is there any
not very
woods?
obviously, but very.
Yeah.
Like,
Where's Della?
Almost like it's.
She's
like,
still a bird.
Like
She's-
it's
Where
deflating or
is what
something.
I said.
She's on her shoulder, I think, on Tack's shoulder.
Do you still have her in the cage or not?
No, she broke out of the cage.
She broke out, yeah. And
She did?
When you
Oh
destroyed
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing.
The cage actually broke.
Went
So
away.
where
Great.
is she?
She's on your shoulder.
Okay, I think it's
I pushed the locket on her face.
the bird's face. Go!
I put the key in her.
How? Where? No.
Dealer's choice. Where do you want it?
Don't ask that. We should
Oh,
get
I
out.
pull out the bird book.
No. Put that away. Let's get out. This place is kind of collapsing.
Is there any wood left at all?
I wish for a pony. Please acknowledge this.
We can buy a pony. We have a lot of money now.
I want to wish one into existence.
also
There's only one piece of wood left, right?
I take it.
And it's in the sarcophagus thing, this iron sarcophagus that you've dug up out of the mud, or that actually erupted out of the mud. Like as the tree died, its roots churned, and it churned up the sarcophagus. And there were all of these roots going into this thing. And when you open it up, there's a single piece of wood. It's about yay long. It's been sharpened to a point at one end, and it's laying in the.
It's
inside
this
the-
long, and
Yeah.
how thick is it?
It's about yay big around.
Let me see.
So it's like a steak.
Looks a lot like a steak.
Okay, well, I take it.
Okay.
Do I feel anything when I pick it up?
That's a good question. You remember Jeremy?
Oh, yeah. I have not. He's unfinished, but yeah.
You hear Jeremy's voice.
I
just
do?
very weakly from your cloak or wherever you're keeping Jeremy. You hear Jeremy's voice go,
Papa.
"Getting weak, Papa."
Oh my god. No, thank you.
Some Silent Hill shit right
Hard
there.
pass.
Okay, and I take the steak.
Hey, come here.
I take the steak and I put it in my
Come
pack
on.
next to Jeremy.
Okay, and so you put those two things together, and very good. That happens.
Glad I got that out.
That's great. Okay, we have to go now. This place is collapsing.
Come on,
It looks like.
Come here and lay down.
All right,
You too, dog. We have to go. Come on.
everybody out. Everyone out of this fucked up dimension.
Oh, I thought you were saying we should all leave so Luigi can exist here by
Guys, we're gonna do a stream for the next 2.5 hours of just Luigi looking at me with his big deer
Nobody
eyes
would be mad about that.
We're gonna put him on the table.
to get a treat.
He's just gonna stand there.
He'll be out of frame, he's too tall.
to get a treat.
I wish for a pony really hard.
Okay, very good. You do that. You do so.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Anything?
Dell, and
There's no ponies.
Dell,
I know you
Are
were
you
listening
okay?
to the one.
I know.
Dell, are you okay if we leave now?
Yeah, that's.
If we leave her, will you be okay?
Wait, take her with us.
No, I know,
Oh.
but if you walk through this portal, will you be okay?
If we don't walk through this portal, we're not going to be
Use
okay.
Morse code.
She said yes.
One peck on tax face means yes. Two
Stop
pecks
it.
on
No,
tax
don't
face
do it.
means
Don't
no.
do it. Don't do it. I just saved you. Don't pick me.
Will you
Okay.
be safe if we leave?
You come on.
All right, cool. Everyone out. Everyone out.
Yeah, let's
Everyone
go.
out.
Okay, very good. So you
That
exit
pony
back
is
through the portal. Point of business here. Shimmickson, who subbed up, gives their reroll to Eric.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, what a night.
No, my
Yes.
cowboy.
That's your picture. So you exit through the, and you feel yourself sort of like somehow kind of, again, transported down through this spiraling energy vortex. And you,
Oh, shit. Cursed.
for a moment, you remerge with your actual physical bodies. You realize now that you were there projected as your astral selves and that you weren't actually physically in that space.
So is the
Dell?
pony here
You
now?
were, however, and now you're kind of like, you feel like a sudden, like, almost like everything's more real than it was before.
How's the numbers card look? Is it back to normal?
No, it is not back to normal.
Oh my
How's
god,
Dell
were
look?
you a ghost this whole time?
No, you were.
No, thank you.
No, you were the
No,
ghost.
thank you.
No, you were the ghost.
No, thank you.
No, I was real.
She said no, thank you.
No, thank you.
What does Dell look like?
Adele looks like a bird.
Dell.
Adele looks like a bird.
What did you do, Dell?
But is my sword okay?
Can I get the book out?
Yeah.
Can I get the book out?
So she goes and she kind of like hops around on the book like excitedly.
Guys, I'm really smart for being so stupid.
Okay,
And she pecks.
Show me
she pecks
which-
Tack on the neck.
I'm
several
gonna
times.
flip pages.
come on, Dell.
Oh wait, I'm gonna go to the index and then I'm gonna show the bird the index and say which one
Oh.
which one is it? Or you?
With your tiny eyes. Look at this tiny text.
That's a good question. Let's see if this
It works.
Amy said it works.
So
Curse.
you flip the book open. The book doesn't really have an index, is the thing, right? The book does not have a listing of like individual.
It's a book.
This book.
Back in the day, they didn't.
Let
do
me
that.
tell you something. If you've never found a book without an index, you will know like how annoying it is when it's missing. And in this case, it's missing. But you start flipping pages and flipping pages and flipping pages. Give me a intelligence investigation check.
Ooh, yes.
Fuck me.
I know, not your favorite thing.
Oh,
I have to reroll that. I gotta reroll
'cause it's
it.
a natural one.
I'm gonna bump it. Where
Dom, you don't know how to snuggle a dog. Irving just bailed out on that.
Yeah. It's like, no.
Irving's not one for cuddles.
Oh, you're gonna bump it. All
Wow,
right.
all right.
Boom.
Oh, she cares about Dell.
Oh, okay.
Wait, can you continue re-rolling
Yeah,
it?
and it's,
If
Wow.
I roll a 1, I get a reroll.
That's
Okay.
amazing.
Can I use those bumps on that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that's a 16 minus 1 is a 15.
15. All right, very good. 15. So you flip through the pages, and you find towards the end of the last third of the book, you find that there's a bunch of different entries that all seem like very vague. Poke to the eye kicks in 25
Poke to
bucks.
the eye.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
scared
Heck to the eye.
Don't kid around like that.
So the weird thing about the book is that these entries, like you can tell that there's words there, but they don't they don't.
I
Like
don't know
where
how
the
to
header
read.
is, like you can tell that there's words there, but they don't make sense. It's almost like gibberish, and the entry is gibberish, and the illustration is like you look at it and it never really seems to come into focus. But then you flip back a couple pages, you're like, God, what is going on with the end of this book? And as we've established before, right, like it has some magical properties in that, like when you touch the bird, like it sings and does its little mating dance and whatnot, right? The illustration comes to life. So then you get into this portion of the book where the entries are absolutely confusing to you, and then you flip back like, I don't remember this book being this difficult to read, and you flip back and there's an entry there, and it says Dell Sully Pond.
And then there's a
And
bird next to it?
There's a space for it shows actually, if you were to look at it and study it, it shows a little section of woods, part of the Neverwinter Wood, just outside of Oakhurst. But there's no bird in the picture.
All right.
grab that bird and shove it in the
Even
book.
creepier, you turn the page
Oh, am I in there?
to the next
Isn't he
page.
naked?
No, there's an entry for Tack Sully Pond on the next page.
Is there a bird in there?
Girl.
There is a bird in there.
What does that
Yes.
bird look like?
It looks like a very finely feathered peacock.
What the fuck is that supposed to
What
mean?
is that supposed to mean? I don't know.
You make a nice bird.
No,
Pat.
he's calling me a narcissist.
Do you know what
Oh,
the
yeah.
sound that peacocks make is?
It's
No.
awful.
It's awful.
It's actually insulting because female peacocks are the ugly ones.
That's true. They're
It's the
gray.
males that are the
They're
ones that
boring.
are.
Well, at least I'm not a narcissist.
Uh,
Yes, I am.
So you
Who am I
discover this,
kidding?
you turn the page one page further,
Uh-oh.
and there's an entry for Oric Sully Pond.
Oric?
Is that her dad?
Yeah.
No, your dad is Toric.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty close.
Oric is your younger brother.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Oric.
Am
And-
I
Is
in
the
there?
bird there or not?
Yeah, it looks like a falcon.
They just
Oh
all
shit!
different
Your
birds.
brother's got a falcon. You got a bitch ass peacock.
Brother's
That's
dope.
rough.
We
What
should've-
about me? Am I in there?
We should have brought him along.
I'll add you. I draw you as a penguin.
Cool.
Cool.
What is happening? Why is my family in there?
Dell, get in the book, baby.
What
put-
the? No.
No, put the bird in there and we slam the book closed.
Yeah.
No, that's Dell. It's not a drawing. It's a three-dimensional
Have
creature.
her
It's like a Jumanji
land on
thing.
the photo.
Dell, what do you want to do? So
Get-
she's so
just-
excited.
Just sit right here.
Did you come from
Sit
this
right
book?
here. I put a little bit of birdseed right there. Why do I have birdseed?
Are you my sister?
Pecks you right in the neck.
Yeah. There's got to be a less painful way to do this.
Wait, can I
You
look
have a
at,
bit of wood she could pick.
can I look at the picture of where you said the Neverwinter Wood was and recognize it as a ranger?
You
Like
can
recognize
try.
where it is?
I mean, you just
Sure.
straight up told me, so I know.
Where is it?
It's Neverwinter Woods.
Wow, that's a really big place. Could you specify a little?
Right outside Oakhurst.
Okay.
I know the spot. I
Little
used to
more.
go there for
Uh-oh.
camping.
You hated camping. You never wanted to go. Every time I said we're going camping,
I don't
you-
want to go camping with you. You're not. Never mind.
Almost said it.
You're never mind.
No, you're
Put
not.
on the brakes. This ain't right. I know the spot. Maybe. Okay. Well, first let's try this bird sits on the book thing. I love that.
No,
Let's
we're
do
not
that.
gonna. No,
we're not
I'm
going to shut it.
No, but
I
listen,
might try.
Tack, you're out here, you're in the physical plane, and the picture of the bird is in the book. Same with your brother, but Dell is not herself in this plane. So maybe if we can get the image of her as a bird back in the book, then she'll become who she's supposed to be in this reality.
That makes sense.
Just don't shut the
I'm
book
not
on her.
That was Thon being an asshole.
I was just joking. I wouldn't do that to
Real
you.
great time to joke.
Isn't
Yeah.
it though? We just won.
I'm gonna turn you into Bird, and then I'm gonna
going to-
walk around
Wait.
just
Hey,
taking a bunch
no.
of jokes.
Come on.
You're going to turn me into bird. What bird would you pick for me?
Oh, yeah. Is there more birds in the book? Or is this? Was that it?
Wait,
Or
yeah.
Are
Is
there
there
more?
is there another page for
pages?
the rest of your
It's a
family?
giant book. There's only 4 birds.
No,
in it.
those are the only 3
Crazy
Selly
time.
Pond entries that you can find.
Wait. Does the writing? Wait, Tack.
What?
Tack, does this writing look familiar to
Does
you
it?
in the book?
Can I read it though?
The writing in the book, like, it's like typeset writing. It's not handwritten.
Oh, okay.
It's like a scientific bird book.
What the fuck?
I was just wondering if maybe your parents had a book like this in
Have
your
I
home.
ever seen anything like that?
But the entry does give like an exhaustive, detailed description of where you commonly hang out, what your behaviors are like. You know, like it's a description of. Imagine you were a ornithologist, but who studied people, an anthropologist. I don't know. If it's an ornithology entry written about an actual person instead of being written about a bird.
It's like a people Pokedex.
So it talks about like how much
Who
you
is
tip,
that?
you know, how much
Sully
you
Pond.
weigh, and you know what what your arm span
Tack,
is,
tack.
and how tall you are, and you know the coloring of your hair and the color of your eyes, and whether your voice is high or low, and all that those sorts of things. So it's a very disturbing sort of way of describing a person. It's very scientific.
Someone's been watching you, Tack.
And my family, and my dad, but not my mom and not.
Wait, no, your
No.
dad wasn't then. This was your
Your
brother.
brother.
Oh yeah, my brother and.
Just the kids.
The
Someone's been watching
children.
you. I mean, I thought it might be your parents, but it doesn't look. I mean, maybe they own this book and took notes about you.
Can I make this memories card get back together again, the way I did the time before? Do I feel like I can?
I don't know if that's a good idea, Tack.
Yeah, please. Don't. You were really disturbing, and we were afraid we were going to have to kill you.
What?
That's
Yeah.
not something I said or thought about, but all right.
Her eyes went black, and she started speaking in a different language.
And then I saved all of us,
This was-
including the town.
She did do that.
It was
and
real
she's our friend.
disturbing.
I would never do anything to hurt you. What are you talking about?
It was real scary.
You're not going to kill me.
I'm not going to kill you.
Just believe in
Swear
Torm.
on Torm that you're not going to kill me just because you freaked out a little bit.
I swear on Torm, I'm not going to kill you because I'm freaked out.
We would not allow it. We wouldn't.
I'm not sure you should have made it specific and maybe just more of a general thing.
He swore on Torm.
That he wouldn't kill you because he was freaked out.
I mean, you didn't get in writing, so it's.
Real specific, yeah.
But I mean,
Okay, I want to try to communicate with Dell. Let's play. You guys want to play 20 questions?
okay.
Oh,
I
wait,
like
can
this
we
a
make
lot.
her just sit on the little picture first?
Sure.
Like that'll be like the podium for the game.
Okay. She hops down and begins kind of like pecking around with her beak on the book, and she taps on the picture, and the picture sort of begins to waver and glow a little bit, and she like it's almost like she's dipping her head down to get a drink of water, but instead she dips her head down through into the book as if it had depth and dimensionality, and she enters the picture. And all of a sudden, you hear, "Oh, it's so much better." And as she kind of comes up, you see in the picture, you see her as a person standing in the woods in Oakhurst.
Weird. Why are you in the book, Dell?
It's some sort of ritual, Tack. I'm glad that you've
Why does
restored me to. Oh,
This is fake.
Tack, I missed you so much. I'm sorry. I pecked you all those times. Well, I'm not that sorry.
Dude, what did I swear that? What the fuck are you doing in the Sunless Citadel, you dumb idiot?
You almost called her a bitch like 5 times.
I know, but that's not a nice word.
For your sister.
I made a mistake.
Gregory's dead.
I thought.
Is he?
I mean, we didn't bring him out of there, so yeah.
He,
I mean,
he was a...
he was a three
Wasn't
person.
he
wasn't-
stunt?
He wasn't...
I'm pretty sure I watched you kill what was left of Gregory. Yes.
So where's your
Don't
where's
high
your
five that.
remorse?
High
What-
five. Which one of
What
us
is
killed him? I
happening?
think it was you.
I thought it was me.
Tech, all I can tell you is I'm so sorry that I even left without telling you, and I'm so sorry I didn't explain what was going on, but I got in over my head, and I thought I was helping Mother and Father, and it turns out I wasn't. And I'm so tired. I'm glad that you came and got me, but I would just like to get back to my normal form.
Well, yeah, that's why I came and got you. I didn't know that any of this was part of the thing.
I know I should have said something.
I was happy for you that you went on an adventure finally, for once in your life.
You were gone, and the moon was coming, and it was time to make a payment, and I thought I could handle it, and I couldn't.
Did Mom and Dad know that you were making this payment for them? Or was it for them? Was it for you? Is it your deal or is it Mom and Dad's deal? What is happening?
If you want the family business to continue, you need to make some hard choices. And I fear that you may have made a very hard choice for all of us. But perhaps in the end it will be for the best.
Yeah, I find that being beholden to dark gods is usually, in the end, is not great.
He's always been a bit stuffy, hasn't he?
I mean, he does think he's better than the rest of us.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
I think I'm just doing what Torm commands me to do.
Well, sure, and we're all doing what the rest of the world demands us to do. So leave it alone for once in your life.
How do we get you back to normal? Do you know?
That
Wait,
I don't know.
Who put you in this?
Belloc put me in here.
He's dead now.
Well,
Oh, we should have asked him, right? Oh well. No.
I don't.
What? Explain. You and Greg, are you and Gregory, were you friends? Were you going, were you romantically involved?
Reagan and I were more than. Come on, Tack. I don't have to explain.
I'm not
the
sure
way
that's
of the world
important
to you.
information.
I mean, I think he knew that.
I knew
Much
that.
like who
think we
cares
all knew
who's
that.
married, it
No, I
doesn't matter
don't.
if they were in a romantic relationship or not.
Exact. Wait. Exact.
Okay, fine.
I don't know if you're teasing me or you're just
No,
trying to confess
not-
to something, and I don't like either way.
Not everything's about you, all right?
Look, my relationship with Gregory started because we had something in common, and it was a secret that we both had to keep. And then,
Well, he's
Well,
dead,
then
so I guess you could tell us a secret.
Ooh. How do you feel about that?
well, the secret is that all of Oakhurst is now under threat. Now that the tree is gone.
Oh.
Now that Belloc is gone.
Oh.
Yeah,
We need to go. We need to go now then.
Under threat by what?
goblins.
They made us.
Okay, I'm not asking you.
But no.
We were told
Dale.
this from what's his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
The
a
mayor-
protection contract.
Gingi
Okay,
told
but
us.
she has context.
Go
We
on.
trust her more than we trust Gingi.
I just want to hurry
And
now.
she might have more of the story. Jeez, guys.
What can I tell you other than the fact that Gregory was the go-between between Belloc and the goblins? And Vernon, for better or for worse, was paying protection money to the Fang Splitter tribe to keep Oakhurst safe. Well, I don't know who's going to pay that protection money now.
What about? I mean, we know some goblins. Some
Well-
goblins that didn't like Belloc.
Yeah, they didn't like him.
We
Some
got some homies, yeah.
Yeah.
We did them a big solid.
Also, they're real kind of fucked up and strong and tall for goblins.
And one of them wanted to marry you.
Well, one of them wanted to marry off his daughter to the first available one, and I just am not available at the moment.
But Gregory's dead.
I was not interested in Gregory.
No, he's interested in the strict,
Anyways,
Oh,
prostitution.
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up, Tack.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Trollish
just-
Enforcer.
Trollish
That's a
enforcer.
cool name.
Would you like that?
Fuck. Well, Dad, what are you doing even in this book? What am I doing in this book?
All I know is that there's some sort of ritual that can bind a spirit to
Who
the
did
book.
the ritual?
Belloc did.
Yeah, he wanted.
With what?
With this book.
He wanted you, your sister, and your brother, because you all have power.
This tree power. Did you have this tree power? Let me ask you this. Were toys talking to you?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you embarrassed about it? And not telling me.
Dell,
You're Dell.
I am Dell. Tack. It's been a long imprisonment down here in this weird demi-plane, for starters.
I know,
Secondly, I
honey.
don't know what the ritual was. All I know is I awoke at some point trapped in this horrible bird form, tied to this book. This book seems more powerful than perhaps any of us realize. But I do not have your gift.
Oh, what if we stab it like in Harry Potter?
What the what?
No.
Harry Potter was a
Della's
young
in
boy
this
that she
book.
stabbed because she thought he was evil. Turns out he was stealing.
But not evil. I mean,
Well,
in a word.
only one room for Steelers in Oakhurst.
All I
One
can
room.
tell you is that it feels as if my soul is somehow attached to this book. So whatever you do, please handle it with care.
Is Oric okay?
No, but what if we like cut
I
it
don't
open
know.
and your soul flies out?
Cool. I smite the book.
Well, you got that magic sword. Just poke it.
I fear if you destroy the book, I will either be destroyed myself or transform into a bird and never be able to transform back.
Oh, it's not that bad being a bird, huh?
I swear to God,
What?
Avril, can you have some compassion?
She's alive. Don't
Not
you feel-
really. She's inside a book.
It's so fun. Have you ever read a book and be like, oh, I wish I could just jump in there?
I wish I had your whimsy.
Don't we all? But we should probably hurry back because, like she said, our
Yeah, we have to
Our
get to.
family
We have
might
to
be in danger.
give Gingi a thing. Give these goblins a thing. We have to.
all right, we got a lot of stops to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should I leave the book open? You want to take a nap or something?
are you gonna be okay if we close this? It's kind of weird to walk around with an open book.
I think you can close it. We could find out, I guess. You could close it and then open it again.
All right, I close it.
Are you holding the book? Okay.
Oops.
It's just a slight
I
screaming
open it back
page.
up.
What?
Hello?
Did you close it?
I closed it.
Are you
Did it
sure?
get dark? Does it get dark? I'll do it again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Did it get dark?
No. Did you close it?
I closed it twice now.
I think she's messing
You
with
said you were
now.
going to close it, and then
I think
you just said, did anything happen?
She pauses when it's closed.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Book's closed. Can you still hear me? Dell? Dell?
Are you going to close it? You said 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think what we've learned is you're fine if we close the book. So I'm going to close the book now. Okay, bye.
I don't know what my family will do.
I mean, maybe your parents know how to get her out. They're into this sort of thing.
Oh, wait. Let me look at my notes.
Maybe Gingi knows. Let's ask Gingi.
Okay. I mean, sure. Okay. I mean, yeah. We should. Yeah. Ask as many people.
All right,
as
let's
we
drop
can.
off this head with Donald PP Dusty Bones off with the goblins.
All right.
And
Come
then-
on, Ronald.
Straight to Gingi's.
All right. So as you go down the corridor, you have emerged from this weird grove of white trees, and you do notice. Yes.
I have Belloc's fucking journal. I put it in my fucking inventory.
Bellic's journal.
It's in Draconic. Or wait, maybe it wasn't his journal. It was somebody's journal in Draconic.
I think it was the book we found that had like farming stuff.
Oh yeah,
on
it was on top of the
the potted plant
top
in
of the
in his
first
like
book.
little home or whatever. That was
like-
just
No,
outside.
this was
Wait,
on
before
on
we
his
go-
desk. This is on his
Yeah,
desk.
that was the one that had
Yeah, it's the
farming stuff.
farmer's
Desk has a
almanac.
journal on it.
Yeah, but it was a journal of notes of of all kinds of agricultural things.
But you
like-
know how like sometimes like a murderer has a journal and then they'll talk about murder the whole time, but then there'll be like a little side note
Yeah.
that's like, I did my laundry. You know?
Like a cipher,
So
like a
can-
secret code.
Oh, I meant like they have lives too, even though
Yeah.
they're murderers, you know.
Oh, I see what you're
Even
saying.
though he's a gardener, he's also a Judaic freak, you know.
Sure.
Can I do a search of that?
Yes, if you'd like.
Ooh, dick. Okay, well, what would that be?
Not very good. So, scanning through the book, it does appear to largely be mundane entries about weather cycles, phases of the moon, that sort of thing, and also an exhaustive inventory of different types of plants and crops from around the Sword Coast, which I believe we'd already described to you. And it's written in such like scrawly, fine detail that the big takeaway from you is like this book was like his scientific like go-to of like in cataloging plants. This certainly reinforces the idea that he was a druid, but also the nature of the notes that's contained within suggests that he was interested in cross-breeding plants to create new types of plants, right? But like weird stuff. So like he wanted to cross like a beanstalk with a white maple and see like if he could create like a monster size kind of like bean creature kind of thing. Which you're like, what kind of weirdo comes up with that sort of
I
stuff?
don't know. That's
And
smart.
yet-
You get way more beans that way.
giant vampire beans, right? And largely it's a list of failures of things that didn't work.
We should have brought that up, his failures, while we had the chance.
Yeah. So no, it's not like his personal journal of like,
Okay.
this is my life story.
Well, I'm just going to show it to them and just be like, well, if he's got something as detailed like this, maybe we should go back and take a second look at his house. Maybe he has a personal journal or some other sort of documentation about how he's messing with people and birds that's just as detailed. Like, this is a psychopath does this.
Dear Journal, today I forced Gingi to marry me, but he's being all mopey about it.
Oh. Yeah, that one.
Well, let's talk to Gingi first, I think.
Okay.
Because
but then maybe we go.
Oh, what
If
happened
that
to those
doesn't
jade dragons?
Okay.
I know the girthiest tree. Girthiest?
Wow.
That's
Definitely
my
wasn't that.
nickname.
Huh.
The girthiest tree. Shit. What was it?
Golthias.
Gulthiest tree.
Golthias? Golthias?
Goliath.
He summoned them back, like his seedlings.
Right. So
But were they gone?
So what happened there was when the tree began to collapse, you saw those jade dragons kind of drop out of the tree almost as if they were just drained of life. But then they shattered on the ground as if they were bone. Right? So it's almost like some sort of transformation took place where they went from being these fine jade statuettes to being these like very dry, fragile pieces of bone that cracked and shattered.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's go I don't know. Go to his house first. And
I mean, you're standing outside of this shack thing.
Yeah, we're right there. I guess
But,
we should let's just do that first then real quick.
yeah. Let's just ransack that study for any clues.
Okay. Everybody give me intelligence investigation checks as you research the house.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Your dice are loaded.
They
I
are
got an
definitely
18.
weighted, but they're not loaded.
This is an intelligence.
Yes.
Okay, I got
intelligence
a
investigation.
16.
So,
I mean, she got a 20, so I don't know.
Oh, I didn't see
what
that.
do I learn from a
I don't know if I can get some
natural
Oh.
1?
What do you learn from a natural 1? Well,
Jesus.
I have a penis.
Wait, do I?
Jerry's still out.
all right. So
I'm full of sin.
you guys, this shack, or for lack of a better term, is almost like sort of like a little, I guess, his den. Let's call it that, right? You have been through this fairly thoroughly,
Right.
right? And you do not locate any sort of
No more after that.
journal or diary or any other kind of like personal notes that he kept. It seemed like the most important thing that he had was this journal of
Is it coded though?
I don't know.
Wait, see if Dell knows who the locket is.
but
Oh.
You do find, as you're searching through this thing, that wedged in between two books is a piece of parchment paper, and there's very obvious, and you recognize his handwriting at this point, having looked through his journal and things like that, and there's a very obvious circle around, there's a map of Oakhurst and the surrounding region, like Mount Hotno and Ganabat's Peak and all that sort of stuff. And there's a very definitive circle around the area of the Ironkeep. And it says, and it says in the script, it says the Ironkeep, Hargat is the key.
Hargat? Hargat Axbinder?
It says Hargat is the key.
Is it spelled like this?
Harggat.
All right.
Hargat is the key. I don't know any Hargats. in
Resist,
Oakhurst.
hold steadfast, and bear fangs.
And then underneath that it says, she will show the way.
Is Hargat a lady?
You don't know?
You've been talking to me like they're all lords. You keep saying lords.
Why can't there be a lady lord?
Well, that's what I keep saying.
It's like actor. You don't have to say actress. Everyone's an actor. We don't have to gender it.
I prefer act they.
Act me.
Act
Act
me.
me, baby.
One more time.
Dell, what's up?
Look at this parchment.
Are you going to close it?
Oh, this again.
Do you just have no perception of time in there?
Can you not make fun of my sister who is trapped in a book?
I asked her a goddamn question.
For real though,
Calm down.
it's like that scene from Interstellar where Matthew McConaughey is catching up on all the videos of his kids. Every time she we just get older and older.
Then we
Apparently I don't. Oh, we're in a new place.
See if she knows who the locket man is.
look at
You
my-
recognize this man? I hold it up like a badge. I'm the FBI.
Have you just thinking?
I don't know who that is.
Look harder.
I don't know.
Listen, we know
I
all you
touch it
dwarves
to the
know
book.
each other.
I smush his face. You kiss
What
him.
if? What
Where'd
does
you
this
kiss him?
mean, Dell? If you know this, Hargat is the way. Does that mean Hargat Axbinder?
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay. And then she will show you the way. Okay. Okay. Anyway,
Are you
that's
the
what
she?
I found.
Do you know where we're supposed to go?
The Ironkeep. It looks like that's where Belloc at least was. I don't know. Looking to try to get into if he wasn't in there already.
That seems like a good indication, and it seems like maybe the wood Dale's in could be around that area too,
Yeah.
right?
Dell, do you know what this stake mean? This stake means this wooden stake.
Here's every clue we've ever found. Please tell us what it means.
It's an adventure game. Use everything on everything.
Yeah,
until you
yeah,
figure it
exactly.
out.
Use stake. Use
On book.
Hargat is the key.
What the heck of my
Use
bow?
she will show the way.
Does she know anything about this stick? That's a great question. I don't know where that came from. It looks like the same type of wood as the tree.
Ding, ding, ding.
What?
Well, if you knew that, why
What did
did
you
you?
just say?
Was it just a quiz, sister?
More importantly, Dell,
Sounds like you're the one
how
teasing
cool
her.
is this sword?
Is she scared?
It looks cool.
She was in love with Gregory. What are you doing trying to hit on her all of a sudden?
I'm not. I'm
She's
just
in
really
love with
You're
your
hitting on a
best
book,
friend.
you weirdo.
I'm not trying
Going
to.
for them sloppy seconds.
Shut up. She's
It
not my
looks-
type.
It looks cool. I don't know.
Because she's a dwarf.
All right. Well, if you guys aren't going to go, I'm going to go see Gingi. Give him this ring.
Well, we have the head first on the way.
That's
Hey, is it possible?
true. Okay. Yes. That's
Okay,
true.
let's do that.
Is it
What?
possible, Thon, to get the answers first and then give him the ring?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. I was not going to just hand it over. So let's stop by them goblin folk first. Give them Ronald.
They're on the way.
Bones. So let's go there.
Okay, so as you go down the hallway, right? You have to go down the hallway, and then you take a left, and you go in that underpass area, and then back through past the giant dragon statue, etc., etc., etc. As you approach that underpass area, You can see coming from the far end of the stairs, there's kind of just this luminous blue kind of mist coming down.
Oh, no.
Just this slow fog that has these little like bright sparkles of like yellow and white kind of like flashes, almost like fairy fire or like a will-o'-the-wisp, if you were to see a will-o'-the-wisp off in the woods or something like that. There's just these little flashes, patches of light in the fog. Now the fog is only looks like about this deep, but as you approach, you can tell that there's this smell of lilacs coming off of it. It smells very sweet, and it's rolling down the edge of the that underpass. You start at the top, you go down the stairs, and when you get to the bottom of the stairs, this stuff is rolling off the top of the other stairs where you would go back up.
Is it actually coming towards us, or is it just
it's coming
it's
towards
coming
you.
closer?
It's like slowly drizzling down.
I don't
Does it?
know what to make
I'm gonna
of
bring
this.
a bit of cloth up over my face.
That's not a bad idea. Although I don't think it can reach us. It's pretty low to the ground.
You can never be too careful.
Hey, buddy.
Can I make a nature check to see if I've seen anything like this before?
Sure.
Or some sort of other check that you would like me to make?
Oh, Fusser. What a weirdo. What do you got for skills?
I'm proficient in nature, stealth, survival, investigation.
Why don't you do nature?
Okay. That is a 10.
Yeah, you're not sure what this is. It appears to be more of an unnatural, either supernatural, possibly a magical effect. Hard to say.
Oh, did we have a long rest after
You
this?
have not had a long rest. You still have the same hit points that you had. You did not have a short rest either.
Avril, can you pop up in the book and ask Dell if she's seen this?
Dell, look at that shit.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't ask you a question.
Oh,
I just
neat.
said, look at it.
It's pretty.
All right, well,
Thank you.
why don't you guys stay here? I'll walk into it and see what happens.
Take a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take my hood and just kind of put it over my mouth and walk
Okay.
into it.
You walk in. It smells strongly of lilacs.
Is that a flower?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lilac. He's just saying it weird.
Oh, lilac.
I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Lilacs. It smells
Okay,
like
that makes
lilacs.
I was just wondering.
I'm
I
gonna
know
use,
a lilac.
lilacs.
I'm gonna use my divine
Lilac.
sense to tell if just
If they're evil creatures.
yeah, if it's good or bad.
All right. You. How far does that reach?
60 feet.
Yeah, within 60 feet there are no evil,
I
divine,
know, I'm thinking
infernal, whatever type. You don't see any. You don't see any spirits.
This isn't death smoke.
All right.
Corpse
is-
smoke.
This area is where the goblins were, right?
No, you're just at the underpass, right? So this.
So
you
they're-
haven't even gone.
We
past
actually
the
because we had to go
dragon
like
statue.
under and we had to go like down some stairs through a tunnel and then up some stairs.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going and then shout back if nothing happens. Everything's all right.
Okay. All right. I mean, it smells very strong. You don't sense any immediate effect, right? Doesn't sting you. Doesn't it's not eating away at the floor. It is certainly an odd something.
Can I see anything that's making this since I got closer?
As you get up to the top, it's just blanketing
Oh, wow.
to the depth of like maybe a foot and a half. It's blanketing the ground, and when you look at it, it's very
Half
pretty.
my size.
It's very.
It is overpowering, and if you've ever been in like in a big lilac bush where like they're
Okay.
really blooming and they're really like, and there's a lot of
If
them.
you've ever been in one,
Well, basically, because like it's that strong, right? It's that strong of a smell. So it's one of those things like getting sprayed too much perfume in somebody's face, where it's like it's a little.
what life are you leading that you're in a bush and also people are spraying perfume in your face?
Do yourself a favor and check out Jeremy Fragrance on YouTube. Just that's
What is
all I'm
that?
going to say.
Oh. Does he do that? He's a prankster.
It's not a prankster. It's so real. It's funny. It's so real. It's
so
so
real.
earnest.
I follow.
Come on up. It's.
All right.
I also follow.
So you guys travel along through the hall, past the dragon statue, back into the
I touch
now
it.
destroyed Grinnick Brewery, right? Well, you can't not touch it, right? Because it's a depth of about 18 inches off.
She meant
Oh,
the
I meant the
dragon
statue.
statue.
Oh, the dragon statue? Yeah. No, that it has not. That the
Get
magic
on
there
its
has not
back.
recharged.
I step in the center circle.
Very good. All right. Nothing exciting
Okay.
happens on your way back. But when you get to the large set of gardens that were off to your left, where the kind of deformed goblins were, right? You can see that I don't know if there was a door there. If there was, it's open, and you can see that the goblins there have all been slaughtered.
Oh.
Right? So they have all had, it looks like maybe like throats slit, stabbed,
Thanks for the sub, Silent.
etc. Perhaps clawed by some sort of feral creature. Hard to say, but it is a scene of carnage. Oddly, there's really the scene is relatively bloodless, right? So there's not like you would expect if these guys had been completely just like savagely dismembered, that there would be, of course, blood sprays
Right.
everywhere and like huge mopped up pools of, huge pools of blood, puddles of blood underneath their corpses and whatnot. That is not the case.
You got, like, Freddy
There is
Krueger.
surprisingly little blood at this scene.
And there's only goblin corpses.
I mean, whatever inhabitants were in that room.
Yeah,
right?
but
So-
there's no like other things that would have conceivably been.
Yeah, you don't see like if whatever they were fighting, like whatever creatures they were fighting, they didn't defeat any of them, and you don't see any evidence of what those things were. Now, it is a little bit difficult to kind of understand exactly what this scene looks like, because a lot of the corpses are either partially or fully submerged in this kind of like glowing, sparkling fog effect, right? So when you go to kind of, investigate the scene, it takes you a little bit to realize exactly what's happened here, because the fog just envelops everything.
I want to use my innate medicine ability to just sort of examine the corpses for anything that would stand out besides, like, I mean, obviously they're all dead in horrible ways, but if anything, like, really just, like, stands out as, like, the fuck is this?
Sure.
That'll give me not great.
Not a lot.
10.
10 on your medicine check. So the only thing that strikes you about this particular scene is the creatures have, like I said, they've all been exsanguinated in some fashion, right?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like there's some curious puncture wounds that did it, but they don't match up as fangs, right? Because like that would be the obvious thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, check the neck for a
Proboscis.
fang mark. No, it's not. It's like it's these big kind of like holes about yay big around that are like piercing in their arms and in their neck and in their upper leg and all that kind of stuff. So
Well, I guess we're a little late on this delivery. Maybe we should move on to
Yeah,
Gingi.
did we find
Oh my
the
God.
goblin chief who
Pee-pee
ordered
needs to
this?
keep his head.
That's the yeah.
the goblin chief who ordered it. What do you mean?
Who ordered the head?
He wasn't a chief, but he
Oh
was.
yeah,
like,
he's dead.
he's dead too.
All of those people that you made that promise to, they're
Well, I guess maybe we don't have to pay protection money to a certain group of people that are all dead, do we?
Oh, but it's not going to be a wedding either. I
These
thought-
weren't the
oh.
ones who we were threatened by.
They're part of it.
No.
they were.
They hated Belloc.
Yeah, they were on our
Belloc
side
was working
ish.
with the other ones.
Mm.
They're
He's
not
keeping-
the fang splitters or whatever.
Yeah, he was keeping the fence
That's true.
splitters at bay
right.
All
with
right, well,
money.
We should keep going then.
Okay.
Silent Kagamusha gives Havana their sub reroll.
Ooh, thank
Nice.
you.
Nice.
Good catch.
That's a bump.
no,
That's
No,
a reroll.
it's a reroll.
silver.
Oh, I
You're
see.
incorrect.
Okay, okay.
All right. So
You're wrong, and you should feel bad about it.
All right.
Okay, now dragons.
You
Hey.
you continue along, and you eventually arrive back in that corridor where you encountered Gingi for the first time, right?
Okay.
Oh, Gingi. I'm home.
Hello, Abby.
Oh, God!
I'm waiting.
Where'd he come from?
Yes.
Where'd
Like
he
a
come
shadow, and it's like
Well, you come in from there were 6 rooms, right, 3 on each side, and you come in from this one, and you walk into the hallway with the pillars in it, and say, hello, I've been waiting, and he just kind of comes immediately right around the corner.
Like, too
hello. I've been waiting for you.
Well, that's unsettling.
Oh, hi, Gigi. What's up? How you been?
I'm very, very well.
Is this you?
Can.
Do you fog stuff? That you?
The fairy's breath. Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it? I'm having a little celebration of your victory.
How'd you know we have victory?
Oh, let's just say that certain constraints have been released, have they not?
Oh, you
Yes.
don't need this ring then?
Oh, I did not say I don't need the ring. That was our agreement.
we having a party.
Yes.
You having you
Yes.
having some fairy's breath, maybe some refreshments, like I don't know,
Blood.
blood,
Oh,
like
I
the
don't-
collective blood of an entire cave of goblins.
They were merely goblins. I did not devour their blood. No. Now, if you are to affect a long-term poison like fairy's breath, something that, I don't know, takes effect over the next 12 to 16 hours, then it does require a great deal of blood in order to enact the ritual which masks the poison in the fashion which you see fit. Now, much as I would have liked to have tasted their essence, I put their blood to a far different use.
So you gathered it though.
Yes,
Okay.
that was delightful.
Cool.
And then that fairy fire or whatever it was is
Yes, the
poison.
fairy's breath.
Is it poison?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I'm a poisoner by trade. I don't know if you realized that from our
So
earlier
are we
discussion, but I
poisoned
was-
now?
Oh.
He said it took 12 hours.
Yes, 12 to 16 hours, you'll probably most certainly meet an excruciating death. Of course, there is an antidote. If you hand me the ring, I would be happy to tell you where the location of it is.
Gosh, we were gonna do that anyway. You don't need to make this a whole you threaten us, we threaten
I did
you
give
kind
you-
of situation.
My word.
Who
I
else?
appreciate that. I'm giving you my word that I will tell you where the antidote is.
I
if you
think we
hand me
definitely
the
give
ring.
him the ring.
In the
Well,
circles that I travel, you don't take everyone right at their
Who
word,
el-
do you, Thorn?
Oh shit.
who else are you trying to
R.I.P. Papa
poison?
Thon. Papa
Us.
John's.
Oh, well,
You should-
only anyone who would be on this level. I'm sure your kobold friends right now are still quite alive. That's a delicious opportunity, isn't it?
He did this to trap us.
Oh, I see.
Well, that's not nice.
No, it's not.
Let's see
I
what
merely
Dell has to
did
say about this.
To
Dell, look at him.
make sure that we had even terms in our negotiations.
Okay.
Sort of a bargaining chip to enforce our agreement.
You are all kinds of psychotic.
What's Dell say? What'd she think?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's pretty. Look at it, the colors.
No, Dell, it's poison.
Oh, shit, close me up.
No, look at Gigi.
Yeah, do you know him?
Look at him.
All right, very interesting.
What do you think?
He's a bad man.
Yeah, you recognize him?
Oh yes, of course. He's the man who supplies the Grinnick.
Is he like independently evil, or like was he kind of my evil by proxy with Belloc, or?
Well, I can't really determine that because, of course, I've never
I
met
mean,
him
an
independent-
educated guess would help, Dell. Jeez.
I don't know what.
Based on my knowledge of medicine, I would like to know if I think that fairy's breath, the effects of it could be counteracted by, let's say, one of the antitoxin doses we have.
Oh, we have like 4 actually.
So normally you have to take those before you are exposed to
Okay.
poison. What? So Gingi looks over at Thorn and says, "A valiant decision on your part."
And it's definitely
see.
poison, not disease, right?
I suppose if you had a particularly hale and hearty constitution, you might survive the 8 hours it requires you to attune to the ring.
I see. I see.
Would you like to take that chance?
No.
I mean, I have, 12 hours for the poison? At least? So, I mean, 4
Well, that's
hours
what he
after that.
says.
That's what he says, yeah.
But
I'll take him at his word.
No, we want the antidote. I mean,
I think I have the antidote. I'm wearing it on my ring finger right now.
the ring?
Yeah.
Well, there's only one ring.
Yes.
Yeah, where's mine?
Your ring.
if I count, this is let me know if this is too much of a metagame outside of thing. If I could counteract like the poison using magic, would then us being still in it, like, reintroduce it, or would it is there like a grace period of that?
If you counteract it using magic,
Yeah. Like, if I could.
give me a medicine check.
Oh, yeah.
20.
Fuck.
I mean, you could try to counteract it for everyone, but then you would have to immediately, like, bolt for the exit,
Okay,
to go upstairs.
fair enough.
I mean, couldn't we leave and then do it?
I mean, I can't cure everyone. I just wanted to know. Because I can cure one of us. I just didn't want to do it and then immediately go, well, you've been here for 5 minutes. You poisoned yourself again.
I see.
Well, let's just give him the ring. Why are we holding back?
Yeah.
He can give us the antidote. We can be on our way. He's just going to stay here and make
I
more poison?
I promise you, this is a wholehearted and fair offer. I fully intend to abide by it. If you would like me
Wonderful.
to swear by whatever
Give me a damn
divine
ring.
gods you serve, I
No.
will be
We
happy
have to
do
move
so.
on.
I'm not going to bring Torm into this.
We have to move on to Oakhurst.
I know. I'm not arguing.
Thun.
What does the ring do? Why do you want it so bad?
Wait, boss him around. Isn't that what Bellic used it for?
It belongs to me,
You
and I
can't
would
boss
like
him
to
around.
reclaim it.
Takes 8 hours.
It is a memento
Oh, man,
of
you gotta stop
my
saying
previous life.
that. Bellic, it's making me angry.
As a... Go on. I mean, we have all this time. We might as well get to know each other.
All this time? What kind of time do you think we have?
Just 8 hours to...
No, what? No!
I just need some time to
The
learn.
Oakhurst is going away. My family's at risk.
It will be fine. I'm
No,
sure.
it won't. The goblins are going to come after
Well,
Oakhurst.
Go for it then. You can leave.
I mean, if we did conceivably take 8 hours and then we got out of this with time to spare, I could make us fine. I think actually, no, I could save 3 of us.
Ooh.
Well, which one of
There's
you is
only
going
3
to
of you.
die?
There's only 3 of you that need to leave.
I have advantage versus poison because of my dwarfness.
I mean, if you would like to renege on the terms of
I
the
don't.
agreement.
No,
which
no.
Well, what are we discussing then?
Well,
I
I-
would
I-
like my ring, and I will be happy in exchange to give you
I
the
don't remember
antidote.
being agreeing to being blackmailed once we got out.
Yeah, you're the one who made this toxic, like in 2 ways,
That's-
like
th-
literally
this
and then
didn't
like
need to happen.
figuratively.
It's true.
This is on you, dude. You made this combative. We came up here, we were like, do, time to get Gigi his ring, our best friend Gigi. And you were like, I'm pausing you.
Well, if
You're
you're
the one who's
willing
been
to
shitty.
obey the original terms of our agreement, I don't see any harm in what's happened here.
Yes.
I will hand you the antidote, and everything is fine.
Or we hand him the ring and we get nothing.
But if we hand him the ring and he says, JK, no antidote, I will then just murder him.
But
Because there will be nothing stopping us at
Unless
that
the
point from killing
ring
him.
makes him superhuman or something.
Thank you, Firewolf 411.
Firewolf, free
I-
subs times 6.
thank you, Firewall.
Thank you, Firewolf. I'm not worried about my ability to kill Gingi if I needed to.
Yeah, us
I
4
agree.
together, we could do it.
No, I mean,
Oh my God.
we give him the ring, and if he doesn't give us the antitoxin,
Thought you're
then we-
acting crazy.
Am I acting
It's
crazy,
the
or are we the
poison.
one agreeing with a madman's terms?
Dawn,
The
we
thing
don't
is,
have a choice.
the thing is,
You
if
are-
if we get the antidote, then we're on our way. And if we don't, he's dead, and he knows it.
Why is he dead?
Because we kill him.
What if he teleports away as soon as I give him the ring?
Well, then we'll put it on our list.
We'll put it on our list for 12 hours until we die. Look, he
Allow
can
me to sweeten the bargain, since this seems to be such a point of discussion and debate. If you obey your agreement,
He's not on camera. You're not on
I have some business to attend to. But within the next 3 moons, I will agree to do you one favor.
Oh my God, you're a genie. Oh my God, he's a genie.
Don't use it to wish for a pony.
I wish I could.
I wish
grant
I could have a
wishes.
pony.
I can't grant wishes, but I am willing to slay the person of your choosing
Oh my God.
in a way that is completely undetectable
Gregory. Oh
and
wait.
untraceable to
Never
any of you.
I already killed Gregory.
Was it you?
I think it was me.
I think it was all of us.
That person does not need to be
Come
named
on.
here and now, but when the time comes, under the full moon, you can call on me, and I shall hear
How?
you.
How? You got a whistle like PP? You got a whistle like PP?
All you have to do is stand under the full moon, say my name, and say the name of your target.
Wow.
All right.
What is you that you can do that?
All right.
I mean, it's either him or me at this point, right?
What? I mean, I'm not
we're-
gonna kill you.
I'm
Is
not
that
going
what-
to kill you either.
Oh, then it's just him.
All right.
So
Here.
let's all take out our weapons.
Don. No.
He's got the cool new
Don.
sword. You've got
Hey.
some really cool daggers.
Come on.
And let's kill the man who killed my father.
Oh, I see.
You've
I
already
see
done
what's
that,
coming
young
out
man.
here now.
I killed one of them. Okay.
Well,
You're the
that's
other
true.
half.
He was under control of Belloc.
He probably blackmailed my father with poison, just like he's doing to us right now.
Well, and what if your father was like, "No, I'm gonna fight you instead," and now that's why he's dead?
He died in a bed in front of me because of poison.
Oh, I forgot. Well, because he was stubborn like you.
Maybe he said, I'll spare your family if you die.
There's a lot of maybes here.
Listen.
There are
Don.
lots of maybes, but that's because of him. But
Yeah, but we don't have to stand
Don.
here and get poisoned. Like, if he wanted to kill us with all this air we're breathing, he could have done it while we were out there killing Belloc. Like, he didn't have to wait for it. He's like...
Well, he
he's
had
just-
for us to wait. He
This
had to
is
wait for
his
us to kill Belloc.
collateral. I understand it.
Don, I trust me, buddy. I understand, but I guarantee you, we're gonna have another chance.
all right. If you're all right with murdering my father, here you go. Take it.
I take the ring.
All right, very good. And?
Antitoxin.
There's a difference between antitoxin and.
But,
Let's see the goods first.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Just give him the ring. He knows he's going to die if he doesn't.
He takes the ring, and he says, on the kobold's throne, on the back side, there is a map. On that map, you'll find a little red X. At the little red X is the antitoxin. It has truly been a pleasure doing business with you. I look forward to seeing what sort of choice you make. I fully intend to fulfill my part of the bargain, as you so graciously have fulfilled yours. So, as I said, I have some other business to attend to. You have been quite successful in your quest here in the Sunless Citadel. I wish you even more success on the next leg of your journey. And with that, he sort of like ducks back into the shadow in that room.
Fake ass magician.
And you hear what it sounds like several pieces of rock kind of like crack and fall. And as you turn and look into the room, you can see that there is several pieces of like cinder block or whatever stone that had been mortared in, but it looks like they've been chiseled out and they've been pulled out of the wall up towards the top. And you just see a small, almost like a sewer grate, right? That apparently used to empty into that room, but was mortared over. And the blocks from that have been pulled back. And as you look, you just see a little wisp of red gas trailing up through the sewer grate.
Oh boy, it sure feels good not to be poisoned anymore. That was a good trade, everyone.
Well,
Good
let's go get the
trade.
map.
Really good trade. Cool. That's cool.
Don, I'm sorry.
That's cool. That's cool.
What he said? He said he would tell us where to find it. We just gotta go
All
get the
right, yeah,
map.
let's-
It's
and
not
then
about
find
that.
it.
Let's go.
Don, I'm sorry we didn't.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, so you go through the hallway into the bottom of the well, right? You use the Malatazan word to reveal the ethereal elevator, or whatever it may be, that lifts you back up into the main level of the Sunless Citadel.
And there's no more fog?
There's no fog up there.
Okay.
right?
I put my hand on Avril's shoulder and I used my last 5 points of lay on hands to cure her poison.
Okay, very good. Also,
have a scroll
Firewolf
of
uses their free sub
Poison
reroll
protection.
and hands it to
You're already poisoned.
Hey, May.
I'm gonna protect it.
you, Firewolf.
Continuing to ruin me.
She goes down, runs into the fog.
You hear this kind of querulous voice.
Are you okay?
Meatball!
Strange things are afoot here in the Sunless Citadel. What have you disturbed downstairs?
A great evil is what we disturbed.
We killed Belloc.
And the Gulthius tree.
Yeah.
I don't think Meepo knows what these things are.
This all sounds terrible.
Yeah. Don't go down there for a while. It's poison.
There was a strange man who came up here with a leather coat, a leather hat, and
Steampunk glasses.
Was the hat unreasonably small?
very tiny, big bald head, rat-like face.
That's Gingi. He's a bad man.
He's
We're
our
gonna
new
kill
best
him
friend.
eventually.
He threatened you, Strail.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said, "Oh, grant me access, grant me safe passage, or I will slay you."
With what? Poison?
He had a very sharp tube with a spike.
Oh, yeah. That's his mosquito poker.
He killed a lot of goblins with that.
I'm gonna walk past him towards the throne where he said that map was.
Now, all right, yeah, you go back there, and sure enough, there is a scroll tube which is affixed to the back of the throne.
I open it.
You open it up. Inside, there's a map of the Sunless Citadel, and there is a there's a big X in the dragon's cage.
Oh, okay. I guess let's walk over there.
Okay.
Is the dragon in the cage?
As you start to go that direction, people go,
Oh, did you again, Meepo? Come on. Can you do? You have one job. You really do. You have one job. You lost him again? Caltrix?
The leather man let him go.
Oh, shit.
He did?
He say he need dragon for now his dragon, not our dragon.
Cool.
This all happened real fast. I feel like we were not gone that long. It did not take
It
that
happened
long.
so fast.
Okay, sorry for blaming you. That man is scary.
That's on us. Yeah, that's on us. Sorry.
Sorry.
Ain't on me too. I should have been stronger.
But you're not, Meepo. You're just not.
Truth hurts.
Aw.
So I checked the dragon's cage.
Sure enough, there are 4 large vials of a purplish fluid. There, it seems to like bubble and effervesce of its own accord. You don't have to shake it up or anything like that. It just continually kind of fizzing and whatnot.
Okay, who wants to drink this poison first?
I got it.
I guess I don't need it.
I will. Go. Me too.
All
I'll
right,
get back.
very good. So you feel this like Have you ever had like a morphine shot or anything like that? So it's almost like this instant like adrenaline rush, right?
What about
when
the
they give
Chicago beer or the Chicago liquor, Malort?
What?
It's awful. It's
Malort.
but it wakes you the fuck up, and it's terrible. It may as well be like lighter fluid. Like, it's awful.
Yeah, this is just one of those. It's one of those things when you drink this, like your body momentarily goes numb, just like all of your skin just seems to like have this weird numb prickling sensation, and then suddenly like you can feel your pulse in your neck just like going ba-bum, 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 and then you take a breath and you're back to your normal self.
I'm just gonna pocket the extra one.
Okay, very good.
Smart.
Did the two of you also?
Oh yeah, I
drink
knocked it right back.
All right.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Very good. All right. So, with that in mind, you exit the Sunless Citadel without any further complications.
Oh wait, is Yusriel there?
She does come out. What? Oh, you're leaving, my friends, yes?
Yeah, we've got our business here is finished.
I don't think you have to worry about goblins, though I would hold off on retaking the lower levels for a little bit of time.
Yes, well, we are going to retreat and, I believe, withdraw for the time being from the Sunless Citadel, since Calcrix has been taken from us and our numbers have been so vastly diminished. I don't think it makes sense to make a stand here. We shall withdraw again into the Underdark and attempt to reclaim this place when we are.
Before you do that, what was this key to?
They say it is the key to the Dragon's Reach.
The tower.
The Ironkeep?
No, wait. There's a tower upstairs, right?
Well, there is a
Or
tower
over
that
there.
you call the Ironkeep. Yes, we call that the Dragon's Reach. It is a place where we have incubated dragon eggs for many, many years. I'm not sure how to measure long periods of time in a relative way for you people. We do not have daylight, sunlight, moon cycles down here. Many of your hundreds of years.
What can, I think we're headed that way. What else can you tell us about that?
It is a key that unlocks a certain portion of the tower, it not so much a space as a light that shines and warms the eggs. It brings a quickening to them.
Oh shit. Okay.
It is said that the Lords of Dragon's Reach were once themselves dragon riders. They were mighty warriors who wielded great magic, great weapons. The Trident Whelm.
What? Do you want these dragons to hatch?
Did they ever?
Yes, we want all dragons to hatch.
Did they ever wield a weapon called Shatter Spike?
That I am not familiar with.
Yusdrel, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What would you feel about maybe making some sort of deal with Oakhurst about protection? Now that you know that we can be trusted, we'd be willing to offer you some sort of, I don't know, contract. You seem friendly enough.
I mean, I would agree, but they're very dwindled in numbers.
Well, I don't mean immediately.
We are not in a position to offer protection from us. We would extend protection to Oakhurst somehow.
From the goblins.
From the goblins.
I mean, you're
My small tribe of people is not strong enough to withstand goblins, and unfortunately, we are not very good fighters in the daylight, in the above surface world.
Well, I mean, if you took time to learn and told everybody you've taken the Sunless Citadel, maybe you'll get kobolds from all over. This could become the capital of the kobolds.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Okay, I'm going to use inspiration.
Oh, inspiration. Yes, wow. All right.
Natty 20!
Dropping
Fwah, fwah, fwah.
There's an Irving in
That's a
there.
19.
But it's a natural 20.
It is a natural 20, but
Holy shit.
Well, what would you offer us to help protect your village?
well, I'll be honest. Before we came here, kobolds were one of our greatest enemies.
Yes.
It wasn't until we came down and saw what you were capable of, and that you were capable of peace as well as war.
Also, Meepo's adorable.
We love Meepo. He's probably going to be the new mayor of our town.
Oh.
We need the new mayor because we're going to murder the current one.
Well, we're going to arrest him, and
He
if he
wasn't-
fights back.
Yeah.
He was
what's
just
going to
misguided.
Misguided, yes. He'll be fine. So once that's taken care of, I mean, maybe we can coexist. There's no reason. I mean, like he worships Torn, who rides a mighty dragon. I don't see why we couldn't be like that. Not that we're going to ride you, but we could coexist.
Not that we're going.
Maybe
to
we could
ride.
teach each other to ride dragons.
I appreciate your offering of peace, and I wish to uphold and enforce this agreement. I don't know that we can take a direct hand in defending Oakhurst. However, the Fang Splitter tribe will, of course, come looking for more Grinnick, will they not? And I suspect they will not find it. But if a kobold is clever, they could set traps for the Fang Splitters and perhaps severely hinder their efforts to acquire more Grinnick.
Also, there's a pretty hefty supply of materials that can probably be used to poison Grinnick down where the Grinnick is manufactured.
We destroyed that whole lab.
Yeah, but not Gingi's lab.
That
Was it?
his
I think that
lab.
was
No.
his
Oh,
lab.
that was the Grinnick making lab.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Grinnick brewery.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you
But he was the one making
destroyed.
Grinnick, right? But he had a separate lab other than that?
He did have like these experimental chambers that you didn't fully. I mean, you looked in, but
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
he gave you a tour. It certainly wasn't. The brewery was on the scale of if I wanted to supply 200 or 300 goblins with Grinnick, that's where I would. do
It was. That's what
Most
it
of
was.
his lab was also dedicated to like sort of like crossbreeding creatures with plants.
If you have any,
But it seemed like a lot of that was also like in conjunction with, or at least under the direction of Belloc.
But he really liked poison, so there might be stuff.
well, I mean, I'm sure they could. If you have any kobolds that know how to read, they can go down there. There's books. They can learn. They can maybe learn how to make some potions and make a living off of this. Help the people around you, and they'll help you. I'm sure our Oakhurst would love to trade for some.
I am
sort of
the
thing.
only kobold in my tribe who knows how to read, but
Well, send them to Oakhurst. We'll teach them.
it's sort of almost an exchange of sorts.
Yeah, an ambassador or 2 or 3.
It is an appealing offer. We will consider it after we have had some rest and recovery
Of
from
course, yes.
recent events, such as the theft of our dragon.
Yes, we'll work on that for you as well.
Very good. All right. Anything else you want to? Anybody else you want to talk to before you guys leave?
Is Meepo gonna come with us?
No, I think Meepo is probably going to stay with his people.
But Tom, that NPC you created for a one-off thing, can he be a permanent part of our party?
He's actually in the adventure.
Yeah.
Meepo is. Yeah. I mean, he could. That's up to chat. Does Meepo make another visit? Maybe.
If we hit the second tier, Meepo becomes a permanent character.
Oh my gosh.
Meepo has his own adventure that he's about to go on.
Also true.
Very good. All right.
Cool. Yeah, let's head back. to
So
Oakhurst.
you head back to Oakhurst. It's a great question of how long has it been? You spend at least one long rest there, so I'm going to say it's been
in a couple
17
days,
years.
I thought.
probably for sure a couple days.
Yeah.
but only a couple. It's only been 2 days, so that's pretty good. So you come back. All right, but when you do get back, you do have to travel at night, and you do get back late at night. In fact,
Is your mom still alive?
We haven't got back to town yet.
Wow. Yeah. What a question. I hope so. I freaking hope so. She was alive when I left.
She was, but then a man in leather and a
Yeah.
tiny hat decided
Oh, boy.
to poison her.
all right. So the bad news is you get back. It's like 5:30 in the morning by the time you guys get down the hill.
Oh my gosh,
And-
that is
and,
terrible o'clock.
Come rolling up to the edge of Oakhurst, and one
Oh,
of
cool.
the
Thanks for the host, Laurelana.
Yes.
Laurelania?
Laura Lania.
Laura
Laura
Lania.
Lania, thank you.
Laura Lane.
Laurelania's running wild.
I don't get that.
All right. So yes, one of Felocial's scouts
Oh yeah, Felucia.
finds you on
Wait,
the edge
who the
of
fuck
town.
is Felucia?
She's the sheriff.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
yes,
That's been
the
a long
law in town.
time.
So she finds you,
11
and
weeks.
this scout finds you and says, and is like, "Oh, were you not able to locate Gregory? There's Dell. Were they
Couldn't
Don't
find
you know what?
Gregory.
Don't
Couldn't
give me
find-
the bad news. I'll just take you to Felocial, and you can give your report to her.
Sounds good. Lead the way.
So you head to the.
I just want to say before we get into town, I understand and I know what it's like to kill someone who took your family member. We did it, and we fought really hard for it. And he only took her a little bit. So I don't know how you're feeling about someone who actually took your dad.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should, as soon as we can, go after this stupid Gingi guy.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Sorry that we had to strike a deal with him.
I understand. I was overtaken by some grief and rage, and it wasn't the time. It wasn't the time.
Trust me, buddy. If I had the ability, I would have driven my sword through him, and then Torm would have cured us. But I'm real tired right now.
Yes.
Yeah, you're all feeling very ragged after your huge fight with the Gulthius tree and traveling various dimensions and walking through this giant poison fog, etc., etc., etc. So the scout takes you to the sheriff's headquarters / jail. Felocial, you can hear you guys get dumped in basically kind of like the barracks kind of area, right? Like there's an office where they like clearly like sit around a table and plan the patrols and all that sort of stuff. So it's sort of like a meeting room, conference room type of thing. You're dumped there, and you can hear the scout like bump, 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 go marching up the stairs, and then there's this kind of like knock, knock, knock. Oh, what do you want? And okay, all right. And Felocial, she comes down and she's rubbing her eyes a little bit. She's a human female, and she's got just sort of some clothes that she threw on, and she looks around and she's like, no luck. Did you at least find any bodies or anything like that?
No, what? No, shut that thing. You.
Oh, Felocial, hello, it's me. I'm in here, I'm fine.
No,
Well,
no.
Well, now we
Not
got.
the Lucio.
Now we got to tell. Oh boy. Oh. I don't.
What happened?
It's just a magic book. We need to talk to my parents. Felocial, we need to talk to my parents.
Is there a reason you can't tell me what has happened here?
There's dark magic. It's beyond any. I think my parents.
Tack, if your parents are involved in dark magic, then I need to know about it. I'm the sheriff of town. It's my sworn duty to protect this town from all evil.
They're not. Okay, I'm gonna use a charm. Oh, fuck, I don't have any side points left. God damn it. Damn it, I was gonna mantle of awe her.
Use your natural charm.
Yeah, I'll just use my natural charm.
Just remember
Okay.
you're
And-
minus a D3 on that because of Brunfrida.
Okay.
Why are we trying to charm her?
I'm just
I'm
just
Alright.
gonna.
Do we not
Get her
trust
to drop it?
Are we not trying to? We don't
She's a
trust
town
her.
sheriff. I trust her.
I mean,
I trust you to look the other way when I steal all the
Look
things.
at that. 18
wow.
and then
It
minus
will
five.
not
this is
stop.
mine. That was his.
Yeah.
So 4 minus 3.
One.
Reroll.
Oh.
Nice.
So that's 11, and it's not super persuasive. But I'm like, listen, okay, we'll get to this, but we need to talk to the parents first.
Wait, why did we come here if we needed to go talk to
The
your
scout
parents?
led us here.
Scout let us here. Listen, you can trust me. You know me. When I say that the town is not in immediate danger, but we need to handle some stuff first.
I think I should go with you. If you want to talk to your parents about their involvement, whatever that may be, with dark powers, it is certainly your right as their daughter to confront them, but it is my right as the sheriff to be there as a witness and to make an arrest if need be.
When I said there is dark magic, I meant there is dark magic coming for Oakhurst. And believe it or not, my parents have
Then if your
a
parents
way
know
to
about it,
protect
then I
it.
definitely need
They
to talk
don't-
with them too.
No, they don't know about it, but they have a way to protect it. You have to let me talk to them first, or else anyone who knows about this is in danger. And I'm going to use my charm. Do my best.
All right.
And I'll -3.
Oh, I put
Oh, reroll the fuck out of that.
A natural 1, -1.
We can
Much
roll
better.
ones.
I forgot my bump.
16 minus
But it was
2
still 13.
is
Oh, right.
14 plus
Makes all the diff.
2 plus 2 is
I feel
16.
like the sheriff is
16
kind of
total.
putting words in our mouths. I don't even think
Sheriff,
they're lying.
we are so tired. We just got back. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's been a couple of days. There's not any information that we won't share with you. We just need to talk to my parents first. That was the plan all along.
Oh my god. Okay.
I will, because your parents have been long-standing pillars of this community, I will allow you to confront them first, but I will be waiting for them, or at least watching for them. If they attempt to leave, then they will be immediately arrested.
It's not
I
like you
expect to talk to them later
You ain't got no
today about
evidence
this.
for that shit.
In the meantime, I will have to go inform the mayor of your return.
Tell him his son's dead.
Is that the case? Is there? You don't flip the
Huh?
book? You
What?
don't flip
I
the book?
whispered that to myself.
Is there another page that has Gregory in it, or is Gregory also?
You don't know nothing about cool books, so quit trying so hard.
Gregory's dead.
Well, then I shall be off to inform the mayor. that
Why
your
don't
mission
Why don't
has-
I come with you? I can explain a little more about what happened.
Yeah.
By all means,
Me and Thon
please.
will go with you, and they can talk.
All right, very good. Which scene do we want to resolve first? Do you want to talk to Tack's parents first, or do you want to talk to the mayor
This
first?
is the parents first.
Great.
I'm
I'm
really
gonna get a quieter snack.
Yes.
I have a real
Uh,
disorder called misophonia, and I cannot.
What does that mean?
It means like hearing certain like chewing noises or similar kind of sounds just sends me into a deep dark rage in my heart.
Is that it?
It's all sorts. It's a wide
Wow.
variety. That
Oh my
probably
God.
won't be cool either, but it's fine. It'll be better than
is
sorry.
it
the really
crinkling?
loud crunching.
Crinkling doesn't do well by
Just
Crinkling's
mouth stuff?
fine. It's like mostly mouth stuff. I mean, for me, I think it's different for
She's
different
not
people.
into
but-
mouth stuff, guys.
But he was just sitting over here eating pretzels, and I was like trying not to just scream.
Very good. So,
And I put them on the floor, and he continued to eat them.
rage. All right. So we go to the Sully Pond residence, where it is dark. It's probably at this point it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun is starting, probably going to come up. How
I
soon?
need help.
Fairly soon. So it's just that
Okay,
pre-dawn. You can see there's
I-
a little bit of twilight, like the blue sky above you. There's the stars are starting to twinkle out as the sky begins to lighten up. And
I run in and head straight for Oric's room. See if he's there.
I casually stroll.
You just see a bird on the windowsill.
PP is still with me.
Wait, you guys still have PP Dusty Bones?
We had no reason to get rid of his head.
It's weird.
He's my best friend.
Well, they don't know that. It's gonna be creepy. They're not gonna listen to town with a skeleton friend.
He's got clothes on. I mean, a shirt on and a hat.
You just look over to him. He's like,
I had forgotten he was there. I think you would have a different interaction with Colosio if you had your skeleton. with
Charisma
you.
minus.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him to wait by our tree.
Okay,
We
very
have a tree
good.
now.
Do you?
He's just scratching like a big.
A big heart in it. Aw, PP.
P,
His own name.
plus
Oh, okay.
A, B.
PP plus AB.
And then he draws a heart around it.
So you go flying into Oric's room, and he's just curled up in his blankets. I don't how much younger is he?
He's
than
like
you?
7 years younger, so he's
probably like 14 or 15 maybe.
yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, actually maybe older at this point.
Same
but
age
yeah,
you were
actually,
when
It's
you
been a couple
murdered a
days.
man.
I'd have to go back and check.
No,
but
because
he's like
you-
7 or
because
he's 7 to 9
Dell is
years
20, right? That was established that Dell is 20.
Yeah, Dell's 20. I'm 24.
So he's 17.
12. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
what?
he'd be
Oh,
17.
I see.
Yeah.
all right.
So he's laying in bed and wakes. Oh, what? Tack. What are you
Thank
doing?
God.
here?
I give him a big hug.
Get out of my
Oh,
room.
gross!
Okay.
Stop it! What? Get off! What? I'm not even awake. What are you doing?
Go back to sleep.
Did you find her?
Just go back to sleep.
Here
Yes.
she is.
Yes. No, stop. No, go back to sleep.
Look, Dell,
What
it's your
is that?
brother.
Hello, Dell. Hello, Dell.
I'll hand it.
Hello,
I'll hand
Oric.
it to him.
What? Is that you, Dell?
And I flip 2 pages, and
Why is my name in this book with a falcon?
we don't know. But I think Mom and Dad have been hiding stuff from us.
This is how tall I am. This is how long my arms are.
Why do you know that? Every day he's like,
He's an apprentice tailor.
You were,
I know.
You were
It has
15
all
once
of
you
my-
measured everything.
It
didn't
has
you?
all of my habits in here.
Yes, and look, there's one for me too.
Jerks off a lot.
I don't want
Not
to read
his
this
fault.
about you. He closes the book and hands it back to you.
Hey, be careful. Dale's in there, you dick.
And Dell is in there.
Oh no, did I kill Dell?
No, you just like
Yeah.
be nice. It's rude.
But just, I thought it was.
Sorry, Dell. Sorry for what?
It's like
Does she
kinda
not
like-
feel it when I...
No, but that doesn't mean you should go around. It's like a respect thing, okay? Yeah, you're not
I
hurting her.
respect you, Dell.
Tell her you
mean-
love her.
I love you, Dell.
Okay.
You're not my mom.
So she's
wish
still
I was.
alive. That's the good news. The bad news is our family, us Solipons, we're cursed or something. I thought it was only me.
And then over your shoulder, you hear, cursed is one word for it.
Dad!
I lunge for him. I'm gonna fight him.
One cool
I
thing
try
to
to
happen.
punch him in the face.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. I'm gonna
All
take
right.
the book back and just like, whoa.
crit, instant death.
I'm like not trying to get a part of this family drama.
What's your intent? Do you just want to hurt him? Do you want to knock him out? Do you actually want to, like...
I think it's one of those just rage fights. So yeah, I want to hit him. I want to hurt him.
All right, very good.
I don't have much strength, but we'll see.
Okay.
Is
Well,
he being cute?
you're at disadvantage because you're just punching a guy and you're not proficient with
Anything?
punching.
Okay.
He punched like a girl.
Awesomely.
You punch like a sally pond.
Disadvantage means
No.
a 5, not
Okay.
the natural 20 counts.
Oh, why did you point at that?
Also,
Because how cool is that?
Very cool.
also like a melee hit is 1 damage if you hit.
Look,
This is
this
more for
is
story
just what
purposes.
happens.
Yeah. All right. So,
So-
you throw a punch at him, and and he sort of manages to dodge it fairly deftly, or you're making this wild strike, and he kind of like, stop it, Tack, stop it.
Dad, what the fuck? You just got Dell hurt. And me. and Auric, and you didn't tell any of us what the hell is going on. You know, there were voices speaking to me. I was off at Waterdeep to find it. I didn't go to just learn your trade. I was there to figure out what the hell is wrong with me.
Show him your steak, Tech.
Look, is this the wood you want?
Put that away!
Why?
Don't show anyone that.
And I take out Jeremy. This?
You try to take them both up. They're not. There's a small like sapling branch, right? That has in the time that the 6 or 8 hours it has taken you to get down the hill. There's a small sapling branch that has grown out of the stake, and it wrapped itself like vine-like around Jeremy, and the two of them are actually like one piece.
Oh my
okay.
God.
Dad,
That sounds
this was
weird.
one. This was two. Now it's one. What is going on? I know that you and Mom had crafted some really great.
We made a mistake.
And this.
And this.
How do you explain this?
And this.
Pearl, you better come in here. Your mom should.
Yeah, and fuck you, Mom, for telling you to beware the birdsong. The birdsong was the answer.
Let me tell you something.
It's Avril's last name. Why
Don't
would I
you
be
question me, young lady. Don't you talk to me in that tone of voice. Ticky-tack. Don't think I wasn't trying to protect you. With everything that I did, every decision I made, right or wrong, I was trying to provide a life for you. And for you to swear and curse at me like I was some common beggar on the street. Don't disrespect me like that if you want respect in return.
I demand respect, in fact, because one of us put Dell in danger and one of us rescued her.
She's right about that, Pearl. She's right about that. We should have been upfront with you, my daughter, and it is our greatest regret now and may well turn out to be our greatest sorrow that we did not tell you just how low we had sunk. When that man came to us 15 years ago and offered us a bundle of the finest applewood which we had ever seen, we did not expect that it would lead us to the day where our daughter would go off and get herself captured by that self-same man.
That really sounds like
used as-
victim blaming is what it sounds like.
used as bait
You trust us that? You
to
should
draw
trust us
you
all.
into his clutches. It's a sad, sad thing that we've done, and we have not done right by you, and we'll be the first to say it's probably too late to try to make amends, and try to make this right. But for what it's worth, I wish we had told you.
Father,
I wish we had never met that man or accepted his offer all those years ago.
but what is this? I have powers, and so does Dell, and so does Auric.
You're mostly right. Having so much of that vampire tree around, well, it brought a certain power into our house, but the seeds that were planted didn't always take root. Your sister did not hear the voices that you heard, did not seem attracted to the darker parts of life the way that you were, and so we thought she was immune. We thought she could resist the temptations of Belloc and the Gulthius tree. Instead, he captured her and used her as bait to draw you in. He said he would slay us if we did not send you.
Well, we slayed him. But Dell is still trapped.
she's here in the book. Did you see the
It
book?
is a bittersweet victory. But the sunrise today marks a new chapter in the Sully Pond toy factory.
Dad, you gotta protect yourself. Felocian is after you too. She suspects a lot, and I did all I could to put her off, but people talk.
You talk. That was all you.
No, that was us, I thought, wasn't it?
Why?
I tell you
Nothing's
something,
ever my fault.
my dearest daughter.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I have hidden this shame for going on 15 years now. I have kept secrets from the children that I love, the villagers that I live amongst, the merchants that I have profited remarkably from. If the sheriff comes here and asks me to pay my debt to society,
Wait, Dad.
it's time for me to pay that
When
debt.
you and Mum made Applewood toys, how far did they go? What other children played with them?
We sold them to merchants in Neverwinter. We sold them to merchants in Waterdeep. We
Why are you
sold them
scowling
to
at me?
merchants in Bryn Shander and Silvery Moon, all across the Sword Coast.
And so those children are infected potentially too. Oh.
We made a lot of money. And it was very high living here.
What's Oric doing while he's hearing this?
He went back to sleep.
room. Go.
Oric is sort of overwhelmed by the amount of like raw emotion that your dad is just like laying bare on the table, and also just the prospect of like your entire life. Like, your dad is saying, I'm ready to go to jail and pay for my crimes.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like trying to take this, like, he's 17. He probably at this point, let's find out. He hasn't broken down crying yet, but he's aghast at what's happening.
Okay. Hey, Avril, do you still have that locket?
Oh, yeah, here.
Who's this?
That is. Where did you get this?
Where
None
do
of
you
your business.
That is. Borgar. Axebinder. He is a great warrior from long ago. It is said that he wielded one of the most legendary weapons that have ever been laid eyes on.
The sword you got?
No,
Oh,
because
it's
I
not
don't
an
think he
axe.
would.
Yeah.
He would carry a locket of himself.
I actually really love that. I want to do that.
It's my true love. It's just
It
two photos
means-
of you.
They say
Yeah,
love
that's right.
yourself, so I did.
I'll give you the name of that later. Because I don't have it immediately on hand.
But he's an old legend?
Well, it is said that his wife was even more legendary. Harget Axebinder, one of the great dwarven barbarians. Their clan ended with the two of them. They're not known to have any children. Their line never continued. It is said that they stepped off the edge of the world, never to return.
Well, I think we're going to have to clean up your mess.
I think you are going to have to clean up my mess. We're likely bound for the prisons in Waterdeep for the things that we've done, and perhaps rightly so.
Who's going to take care of Auric?
He's getting old enough to fend for himself.
Oh,
Perhaps
that's about it.
someone in town here will take care of him, Felocial. Perhaps
I just want to put.
the nice Hale family would be willing to take in yet another orphan.
All right, I don't appreciate the term orphan because my parents might be alive, and also, do you like how I turned out? Because that's what happens when you hand your kids over to the Hale family.
I like how you turned out.
Well, that's a very different perception, which I appreciate, but I imagine.
And from the other room, you do hear, well, I wouldn't mind being her sister.
From the other room?
Auric?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were all in the same room.
He's standing in his bedroom, like the doorway to his bedroom,
I
basically.
don't know if that's weird, Auric. Keep it to yourself.
Or how are we going to get married if you're my brother?
No, what?
I give him a noogie.
Oh, I'm not interested in you. Stop it now. I'm not interested in
I
you that
tickle.
way. I just think
He tries to hide his Avril fan art.
I just think you're neat.
Oh, yeah, see, okay, cool. I sign an autograph for him. What do I have? I give him that map.
So
Here you go, kid.
So Torek, looks out the window and he can see Felocial kind of standing out there. Oh no, Felocial went with you guys to the mayor, right?
Yeah.
And he looks outside and he says, well, let's have breakfast. You must be tired.
Okay.
And Pearl looks at you and she says, Tiki Tak, I want you to know that whatever happens, this gift that you've been given, for better or for worse, I don't know what you learned up there at the Sunless Citadel. I don't know what secrets Belloc may have imparted to you before you slew him, but I hope you learn to master this. Not just for your sake, but for his. And she nods her head towards Auric.
Yeah.
And she turns and she goes to the stove and she starts whipping together some flour and some
This
yeast and starts making this, some like just everyone very silently starts making some. She starts making breakfast and everyone sort of sits around in stunned silence.
I talk a lot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. And so at the very end, there was like all this smoke, and we were like, I don't know, this can't be bad. It smells so good. But like sometimes you like meet that person and they like smell really good, but it's like the more you get to know them, you're like, you can't trust them because they've got like, kind of a vibe about them that you kind of ignored before because like they smelled so good. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of like that because it did end up being poison. You know what I mean?
I was going to ask if anyone wanted coffee, but I don't think we need it. How about a nice calming cup of tea?
Oh no, I'll take a coffee.
Very good. On that note, we cut to the mayor's residence where the two of you and Felocial come rolling up. So, actually, somewhat surprisingly, there is a light on at the mayor's residence. And as you look through the window, you can see the silhouette of Meredith Muckfutter
I keep forgetting that.
busily putting some scones in the oven and getting a hot pot of coffee on. And you, duck, 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 I assume knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knock.
Grayson,
Meredith.
you're back.
Oh my God.
A young man.
I forgot.
Please, tell me. Where is Gregory?
That's what we're here about. May we come in?
He was a stump.
Yes, come in.
Is
Werner! Werner, I think you should get out of bed.
is there a place where we can sit and talk?
She waves her hand directly. There's a nice round oak table in the middle.
Thank you. So it's me, him, Felocial,
Mhm.
Werner, and Meredith at the table.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Werner comes out and he looks at you with sort of big bags under his eyes, and he's still in those long johns that you saw him the last time. No question there have been washed, probably 5 times in the 3 days that you've been gone. But
Yeah.
he comes out and he says, well, where is he?
Why don't you sit down?
All right.
So we have a story to tell you about what happened to us, but maybe you should tell us a few things first. You look nervous. Are you all right?
I'm not. I don't have a story to tell other than that my son, in a rather heated fit of ill-advised passion, ran off with a young dwarven woman whom he had taken a fancy to. And they were gone for nigh on 2 weeks now.
Meredith, did you know about the deal as well?
What are they talking about, Werner?
Oh shit.
Whoops. We're outing everybody.
How long have you been mayor, Werner? Has it been?
Far back as we can remember.
Yes, it's been quite some time, hasn't it?
Be my 17th year as mayor.
Wow, it's
this
17th
fall.
year. Almost 2 decades.
Yes, it's a burden not many people would take on their shoulders.
No, and I mean in the area that we live in, there's goblins, there's kobolds,
It
and
is
who knows what
incredibly
else.
dangerous to live here on the frontier.
How you've kept us safe all these years is a mystery.
Quite a mystery. Yes.
It's taken a great deal of hardship on my part to keep this town safe.
That hardship include maybe, paying off some less than friendly folk.
Listen,
Have you done something with my son?
no.
Is that what we're driving at here?
No, we haven't. Listen, I understand the pressure that you have been under all these years and your need to keep everyone safe. And I understand that sometimes men make compromises that we don't always enjoy. But they don't always work out the way we'd hoped. Your deal didn't end up going the way you'd hoped it would. The man you dealt with made changes to that deal. It probably had more to there was probably much more to this deal than even you knew.
Or maybe he knew all along. It's possible he knew exactly what he got himself in. It's possible he had other people involved. Maybe a man named Caracas? Does that ring a bell?
Sounds delicious.
If I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, Felicity, but Caracas disappeared on a patrol several months ago and did not return. It is one of the many unfortunate losses which we suffered in order to protect our village. He's certainly not the first ranger to have died in the line of duty, and unfortunately, I doubt he will be the last.
No, you're probably right. Many rangers and others have died. My father was one of them.
Yes, your father served very nobly, and I can think of few rangers who performed their duties with the thoroughness and dedication that he did. You are truly his equal, if not better.
Did you know he was poisoned when he was dying?
Why would he have been poisoned? That doesn't make sense.
We'd ask Caracas, but he was also murdered. So
There's all signs of this event and dealings are coming back to you.
Can I also ask?
I don't know what to make of these allegations. I asked you to simply find my son, and now you come back and accuse me of some sort of deep conspiracy against the very rangers who protect our village. That
Did you offer up the Sully Ponds, or was that Belloc's idea?
not at all aware of what you're talking about offering.
It's a long ass pause.
Fucking dirty ass.
They don't call him muck fudder for nothing.
You know, Belloc was an interesting man. He was quite intelligent. He took quite a lot of notes about his dealings with everybody. And
Here they are.
Studious, many would say.
Who's this Wugget?
yes, let's ignore that part. But
Tell me what's on it.
fuck Wugget. Muckfutter. That's what's on this trade log that we found. It looks like you even got your son involved.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. We've been talking like everyone knew, but essentially there was a man named Belloc who had a lot of power, and the mayor here was basically paying him off a protection racket so that he would protect the town.
Keep the town safe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all out there now.
Those woods are filled with goblins.
Fold.
I told you. I understood. I understand that our.
We would be wiped out.
I understand this all.
We barely survived when Ilmater turned his back on us, when he betrayed us by abandoning us to that idiot god Pelor.
I mean, you
You
had.
enjoy the comfy, cozy, pampered life which you've led so far, boy, because I can tell you, when I grew up, I didn't dare set foot outside the Palisades. I didn't dare take a day's horse ride off into the wilderness. The little jaunt. Have I done things in a ham-handed fashion? Perhaps my wisdom has not been applied up to your standards. How old are you again, boy? I have made some mistakes, but I made them to keep us safe. And if there's some poor children in Waterdeep who had to pay a little extra price, oh, those pampered city kids. Does that matter to you? Does that affect you in the slightest?
Can I see how the sheriff is reacting to all this?
Like, hand going down to the sword, like, whoa.
Is she looking at us, though, or at the mayor?
Mostly at the mayor, but
Okay.
there's also, like, you know, when you get out this trade log, that's, like, definitely, like, eyes up, you know.
Listen,
Okay.
I've said repeatedly, I understand that your job is not easy and that you've had to make choices that most people would never understand. And I thank you for keeping us safe, but you are aware that Belloc killed your son.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Well, let's
I
be
knew
honest.
that was a risk.
Oh, all right. Well,
I knew that boy's overconfidence and his greed would one day get the better of him.
This one to talk.
I made a devil's bargain, but those who had to pay the price were well far away from me. I made sure of that. And yet, every year that shipment of wood came into our town, every stack of silver pieces that went to that ghoulish man up in that horrid hole on the mountain, every jug and gallon and cask of that horrible brew that went to the goblins was just a noose, tightening not around my neck, but around Gregory's. I tried to warn him. I tried to show him the wisdom of restraint, of having a bargaining chip. But Belloc took that away from me when he took my son. So I don't know what kind of life you think you're in for from here on out. But with Belloc slain, with the tree destroyed, with no lifeline to hold us safe, I fear that we shall be overrun. I have tried my best, and if this is my reward to be turned upon by the very people I have tried to protect, then so be it. What is it you want from me? Is my son's life not enough? Do you wish mine?
I believe that you're about to just be giving your hands to the sheriff to be arrested and taken to the barracks.
It is up the town. We are just the messengers here.
What do you think, Sheriff?
Felocial says, these are very grave charges that you've brought. You have some evidence. I wish to take testimony from both of you as well as your compatriots. I will need you to provide any other material evidence that you can, but in order to further prevent tainting any testimony that you or the mayor might give, I believe this audience is now over. I shall be taking the mayor to the dungeon.
All right.
Let me put some clothes on first. Felocial, by your leave. So he goes into the bedroom. Everybody give me, or you guys give me perception checks.
Fucker.
16.
16.
All right. So you hear this like strange gagging noise coming from the other room.
Oh my god.
And he has, gone around this. He left the door open, but he went around the side of the door, and you heard a drawer come out, but then all of a sudden there's this weird gagging noise, and as you kind of rush to the door, you see him kind of convulsing, standing there, and there's foam and froth coming out of his mouth, and there's blood coming out of one side of one eye. Do you wish to do anything?
Well, we don't have that antitoxin, do we?
No.
She's got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got.
All right, but then there was this other time where it was like all these goblins were like drunk, but I think they were like high on something, and they were in the circle. They weren't even moving. So we killed some of them.
I literally wasted my lay on hands for RP reasons. So I'll do a medicine check,
Okay.
and then we'll see how that turns out. 19.
Very good. I'll actually give you advantage on this for Hargett Axebinder being the dominant lord right now. Resist, hold steadfast. Mm-hmm. So you didn't better it, but 19. Yeah. All right. So you do manage to stabilize him, but it looks like he falls into like a coma or something.
Ooh, thanks, Miracle.
Miracle
Miracle.
76.
Mira, te
Thanks for the
quería.
donation. He kind of like falls into this strange kind of like rigor mortis sort of like state where he's clearly not coherent whatsoever. And Phyllis says, I should have seen that coming. But she does cart him off to the jail dungeon area and calls for. She says she's going to call for a healer.
We might have.
I like to believe that I poured like salt down his throat to make him like vomit or whatever.
He did the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah.
Don't do the cinnamon challenge; you will kill yourself.
Really?
Yes.
We might have a
It
vial
is
of.
like it is an
Oh, yeah, don't
amazingly
do that.
great, or not great, a terrible way for high school kids to die. Is they
Yeah.
do this cinnamon challenge and.
Oh, I heard about it. I didn't know it killed people.
Because it soaks up all the mucus in your throat or whatever, then you're literally just asphyxiate because you can't.
It suffocates
move
you?
Yeah, it suffocates you. Yeah.
It's the bleach challenge. How
Yeah,
much bleach can you
basically.
drink?
Oh
That's
my
about
god.
And if we had $250 tonight,
We'll
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
Dump ice on me.
Yeah.
We might have an antitoxin we can send over to help out. We don't know if it'll work for this exact poison, but it's worth a shot.
Very good. So
Fine.
Meredith kind of
It's fine,
sits
you
down,
can't
takes all of this in, and she says, "Just be straight with me for one moment. All of this with Werner, it's all too much. I don't know how to process it. I don't want to process that. I feel as though I will be in for a terrible few weeks coming up here. The trial, all of this is so much. I will deal with that when the time comes. But just tell me one thing, Grayson. How did Gregory die?"
I don't fully understand what
Lie.
Bellic did or how he does what he did, but Gregory had been transformed into something that was no longer human and no longer had. It was something monstrous. So we did what we could to end his suffering.
Why would you tell her?
Mm-hmm. Did you strike the blow?
I did.
Ugh.
You can leave now and never come back.
Of course.
As the door closes, she just collapses over the table, keening with sorrow.
Fuck y'all.
The most evil
Welcome-
smile.
Welcome to Bummer Time Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
I don't feel bad that he's
I
dead.
can't believe it sounds like though that this fucking mayor
He's evil as
orchestrated
hell.
it,
Yeah.
and then my parents aren't really at fault.
They were
as
like
much
caught up
as
in the.
Yeah, it's complicated, but
It's
yeah.
complicated.
I mean, they definitely put you in danger and your sister.
Oh yeah, I'm pissed at them.
Like they did. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, your parents definitely made choices, but the question is whether the mayor had.
I'm sorry, Irving.
Any
Didn't know you were on the move.
so
Irving's going their own way.
if we meet up back up with them, I want to give that antitoxin to a soldier to give to Philosi.
You have
To
to
give
ask me first.
Avril.
Yeah, so, I mean, shortly after this, you guys then immediately go over to the Sully Pond residence, right? Where
Yeah,
there's a
Oh my
morose
god. Thon,
kind
you
of-
want a cup of coffee?
Uh,
I've had 3.
that sounds really nice, actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
so there's ham on the stove.
Oh,
There's fresh biscuits coming out of the oven, you know. Your dog he's going underneath my chair. All of a sudden there was just this tickling on my ankles.
Oh yeah, he's a sneaky little ghost pet.
All right, very good. So, I mean, it almost has, you know, the smells that are coming from the house have this wonderful sort of welcoming atmosphere. And then you open the door and you look around.
hello.
There's a little dog baby.
So stressed out.
Hello, Irving. And then you open the door, and you can tell that Avril is just going a mile a minute trying to tap dance around like everybody else, just like staring, eating.
Avril, why don't you come with me?
Oh, where are we going?
We're gonna go visit the. You know how much you love the jail. We're going to check it
Oh,
out.
I do love. I'm very familiar. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go check it out.
All right, you guys go off. Felocial turns to you and says, "Well, what do you all have to report?"
My parents have a lot to tell you, I guess. And I'm gonna just leave the room. Like, I don't know. I don't want to see my parents get dragged off to jail.
Okay.
So
So Felocial kind of like nods at Torek and Pearl and says, "I think you should come with me. There's quite a bit here to be sorted out, and it will be helpful to me if I can get each of your stories individually."
okay.
Yeah, put me down. I want to walk around.
All right. Well, Jesus
Mischief.
Christ.
Thanks for the donation.
Okay, dude.
Just fucking not.
I am Irving.
Thanks for the 5, Chris Chief.
Mooper, you're fine. Oh, Mooper. He's like, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. So she takes them away. I mean, she doesn't put them in handcuffs or anything like that, but she definitely takes them off to the to the sheriff's jail and whatnot to get their interviews.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Mooper. You're not gonna put up with that. All right. You let Irving have your dog bed for a while.
There's no way Irving wants to sleep on anything soft and comfortable.
All right. So, you guys reconvene convene all together. You give the antitoxin to
Whatever guards left there.
whatever guards are there.
You still did not ask me.
Oh, I
Hey.
explained the situation
No,
on the way
come
there.
here. Come
Let
on.
a coward be a coward.
What do I get?
What do you want?
I don't know. Oh,
Good
pony.
boy.
We'll get you a pony.
Yeah,
Okay,
lay down.
here.
All right. So you guys reconvene at the Sully Pond house and finish off the rest of breakfast. It's been a long night.
Yeah. Oof.
Kind of have some food. Reflect on what a strange and depressing turn of events that this has been.
Are you all right, Tech?
I don't know. I need to. I mean, there's so much still left to do. My parents were, they seemed resigned to the fact that they were guilty, but not only for infecting me with whatever the fuck this power is, but also infecting whoever else they sold those toys to. Anyone in Waterdeep and
Right, yes.
Children.
Neverwinter, children
That's what the mayor
like
said.
me.
He said his justification was he was making us safe, and that the children that were being affected were so far away they weren't his problem.
He knew about the children.
He knew full well what was going on.
Is there a way that this isn't my parents' fault then?
Well,
I asked about your parents, and he was evasive. So I don't know if he put Belloc up to it. Your parents aren't innocent, but
But depending on how we tell this story, they could be let off easier. And maybe they could set their lives at making it right.
I just don't want to be controlled by it, and I don't want to end up with a
Yeah.
wooden heart.
Well, that's a different story.
And
I
I want Ulrich to have a safe, while he grows up into being a man, I need him to be a little cared for, have someone to look after him, because I'm going out after whoever's doing all this.
Yes, we've got a journey ahead of us, that's for sure. Ulrich will be all right. this town's his home, and we're all family. We look after each other. My mother's here.
Yeah.
She'll look after him.
My parents
Yeah.
wouldn't say it, but they don't like being alone since we left.
Yeah, he's got family here, even if his parents aren't around. And who knows, maybe they'll let them stay and use their, skills for good to rebuild the town and make it better.
Yeah.
We could do a recall on these toys. How does that work? We send ravens out? How do toy recalls work in Fantasyland?
It's been like
Guys,
8 years,
Oh, shit.
15
Okay.
If
years.
they're fucked, they're
well,
fucked already.
I have
Yeah.
that toy menagerie.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at least a quarter of them are applewood.
Yeah, we have to destroy those.
Yeah, that might be the best.
Well,
We maybe give them some orc children or something. Some like bad children? No? Okay,
There are
we
no
skipped
bad
it then.
children.
Aw, that's nice.
says the guy who
I
was a
think-
child and killed somebody.
We tried destroying one of these applewood things, and it kept coming back. I think the safest thing is to keep them in their chests. Also, it's giving me some sort of power, and I have control over it at this moment.
I still have some of the seeds.
Ooh.
You do?
Oh no, don't do that.
Like, see? 9. Wait, there's only 8 there. And what's this thing traveling up my arm?
I have 4 of them.
That's true.
4 special apple seeds.
Well, do you feel the same connection with the other toys that you feel with the cart? I thought there was just a connection with the cart.
That's the strongest one. But
Maybe it's not the same with the other toys. Maybe they need another anchor, like you, before they're actually active
no, I
in
don't
some
think
way.
that's how it is. I wouldn't feel we're not destroying them.
Well, we can at least
We're
try.
not destroying them.
We
I
can
don't.
lock them
No,
away.
they're locked away.
Good.
They're in a fine place. Leave them alone.
Yeah, fine.
Well, you don't want your little brother to find them, and
He knows not to touch them.
all right.
They are to be left alone.
And once again, I will say, what is fucked cannot be unfucked. So
True.
I'm not sure there's any point in messing with these at all.
Yeah.
Or any of the toys that are out there. I think the best thing we can do is just
Solid point.
keep your parents from making more, which I think at this point,
Yeah.
they have come to that own conclusion.
Look, this all started when we went to that Ironkeep.
Oh yeah,
but we
by the
had
way,
to.
I know, but maybe we need to go back. Maybe we missed something.
Speaking of that, we found out who the dwarf in the locket was.
Who?
Haggett Axbinder's husband. Haggard? Harget.
Harga.
Husband.
Borgar Axbinder is the dwarven man, and his wife is Harget Axbinder, and she apparently is also a great warrior or something.
and that's what on the map that we found in Belloc's study, it circled the Iron Keep, and it said Harget is the answer.
One of them wielded a great weapon called something that we're gonna
Called
find
TVD.
out when my dad comes back from jail.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
It's long, though. So
It's
kinda
it's
long.
it rhymes.
I think what we need to do is get some rest and as soon as we're back at our full health, we need to make that journey to the Iron Keep.
I agree.
We need to restore Dell to her true form, and we need to stop whatever nonsense is going on over there.
And we need to get revenge on Gingi.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, we need to put him down.
The weapon that Harget wielded was called Black Razor.
Again, cooler than what your
It's
weapon's
not
called.
that cool. Come on.
I mean, yeah. Rainmaker, Shatter Spike,
Black Razor. I mean, is that cooler though?
I don't think so.
And so, as the sun rises over Oakhurst and the birds in the trees begin singing and people across the village begin stumbling outdoors and breathing in the fresh morning air, you stumble back to your various homes and are...
I'm gonna stay at Tax and sleep in her parents' bed, like this.
I mean, they're dwarves, so.
I'm a halfling.
Oh, that's true.
It's bigger than me.
That's also true.
and so you...
I mean, you're
Smaller than them.
Your bed's pretty big. It was probably a human-sized bed.
Yeah, I'm used to luxury.
So you stumble home, are lovingly received by your parents or whatever.
I feel like I want to pass Tom a note. I haven't passed him a note.
And
Yeah, no.
and as you drift off to sleep,
While holding my new sword to attune to it.
It cuts your face in the night. You die.
yeah, you slowly hear the sounds of people throughout the village finding out that the mayor has been arrested.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Etc., etc., etc. Thus, we come to the conclusion of another session of the Ironkeep Chronicles, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for sticking in there with us tonight. I know it was not a big combat session by any means whatsoever, but it was a big RP session. We sort of balanced the scale, brought things back into equilibrium after having a super combat heavy session last time. We had to have some denouement and wrap things up here. I thought it went in some interesting and surprising directions myself, and I'm the DM. So
It did go in surprising directions.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely.
What did we do that was unpredictable?
Yeah, what did you not know?
Anything at all.
I was like
Tune in
very
to the
predictable,
wrap-up
which is
show
why I
at
thought
2 p.m. to find
was
out what we did
unpredictable?
different.
Does that make sense?
I don't know. I may talk about it on Tuesday or whatever. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about random encounters that do not suck. We will be talking about that at 2 p.m.
Just get
tomorrow.
over it, Tom. Come
So
on.
if you
Baby.
have tuned into the tweeters and have seen me tweeting about why I think random encounters are problematic play experience, or as I more eloquently put it, why I think random encounters are dumb.
Wait, I have a story about encounters. Just really quickly, this involves you.
Yeah.
We shot, remember back when we shot Dungeon Bastard, and
Yes.
we made a Valentine's episode,
Yes.
and you made a little book called Romantic Encounters.
Aw.
And so it was like this, instead of random encounters, roll for romantic encounters with your, significant other, whatever. He made a prop of it. And I got to keep it afterwards, and I kept it in my.
It was like pink and sparkly.
It was pink
right?
and sparkly, and had flowers and shit on it. Anyway, I put it in my glove compartment and forgot all about it. Well, later I gave somebody a ride home. This was probably a year later, and they were like, "Oh, where's this?" And I was like, "Oh, I think I have something in my glove compartment." They open it up, and they're like, "Oh, romantic encounter." Oh shit! And they go, "Oh shit!" And they
It was like your little black book.
They tried to pretend that they hadn't seen it, and I was like, "Oh no, that's actually nothing." There's a bit written on one page.
So it looks like it has something in it.
Yeah. But they thought it was me tracking God knows what, and oh shit!
You out and you're at a coffee shop and you're like, cute boy.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
direction. I
Had
do
that
have one
dream
of
And I
those.
kept it in my car, just a creep-tastic woman.
Yeah, it's just a mood board made up of pictures I've taken of men I've seen in public. I get it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now you have Pinterest. Everything's fine, right?
Pinterest is
I will
too
say,
traceable.
I think probably the most surprising part of the evening was when Garav's character put on the ring. I thought that was
But nothing happened to him, huh?
Well, it takes 8 hours to attune to it.
Yeah.
Goddamn rules.
Oh, rules.
We could have been we take our long rest if we had one.
If
That would have been funny.
It would be tricky because if it had been unlocked by chat, then I probably would have let you get away with it, right? But if you had tried to actually take an 8-hour long rest, at that point
In
he's
front
like,
of
well, the
Gigi?
jig is up, so I'm just going to keep attacking you every hour, or at 7 hours and 30 minutes, I'm going to attack you, break up the attunement, and fuck it up.
Yeah.
So that would have.
Yeah, we could have done it before we entered the room.
Well, we didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys probably would have said, take that ring off.
Well, my question for you guys
We didn't
was,
see you do it.
actually, in hindsight, would you have just given him the ring without the threat of poison?
I was contemplating whether or not Grayson was he was definitely gonna hand the ring to him, but whether or not he was gonna run him through with the sword immediately after.
Right. Right.
I didn't even think about fucking him up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's like a creep, but
He's
at the end of the day, was he just doing his job? That's kind of
I
I've
didn't.
dealt
about
with a
it.
lot of sketchy people, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of comfortable dealing
He
with him
seemed
in
pretty
that
evil
way.
to Grayson. He hit all the.
Everyone seems evil to you.
No.
Well,
You
I
have
didn't
so
think
much
about
light
it until I
coming
saw
out your
Fawn's
ass.
reaction.
see, from my perspective, he is truly lawful evil, but also he's gonna have a backup plan.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And he would have caught on to you oh, I'm mad at this guy, I'm gonna fuck him up at the
If
first
he
time.
had attuned to it, would he have just been able to control Gingi?
We don't know.
No,
I fucking hate D&D. So stupid. It's a stupid game.
You can't lift that magic veil and look under all those goodies. You can't
Yeah.
see all that.
Yeah.
That's why D&D sucks.
That's the gutty work.
No,
You can't
it's
see
great.
that.
You can buy the Tales of the Yawning Portal and look it up and hope it's not one of the things he invented.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
it's-
watch
it's
all of
totally not in
the-
the book.
Yeah, I figured
Tom
as
Lommel
much.
shows.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
figured
watch
as much.
all of them.
Yeah. No, I did tell everybody in the disorganized play chat that we started with the module as written and just like got gradually more and more fantastic.
Yeah.
And off the beaten path as we got into it, but that's fine.
Off the beaten path.
Yeah. You can tell that it's getting to be the end of the night. Wait,
Tom's drunk.
Whose voice am I speaking in now? I have
Mine.
To
You
do-
did a bunch,
I have to
yeah.
do 3 different Scottish accents.
That was cool. That was a lot of stories.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oryx
4.
was pretty British.
You've got Oric, you've got Dell, you've got
That's
Mom
right.
and Dad.
That's right.
Toric and Pearl.
Toric and Pearl, yes.
Doric and Toric makes me mad.
Toric
good.
and Oric. That's how dwarves name their people.
Let's have a big
Oh,
round
he's
of
like me, but with no
applause.
T at the top.
Geely and Feely.
Big round of applause for all
Keely.
of our players
Keely.
tonight, ladies and
Hey, that's
gentlemen.
us, guys.
Some great role playing going on this
That's not
evening,
clapping,
if I
but
do say so myself. Yeah.
Oh, is this how we do it? Oh, very good.
Amy Vorps, what do you want to
Vorps.
promote?
Amy Vorps.
Vorps?
I'm at Vorpal Sword on all the things, and I'm gonna do Mothership tomorrow's gonna be pretty cool. 5:30 p.m. PDT on Geek and Sundry Twitch, Nurse YouTube, and Alpha, all of them. And I don't know.
And what's coming up next week with San Diego Comic-Con? What are you doing for that?
Oh yeah, Jason Charles Miller and I are going to be playing every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, at the Carnival at the Geek and Sundry Game Lounge.
Is that still in Petco Park?
I don't know where it is. I think it's at the Marriott Marquis and Marina or something like that. I don't know. It's Carnival. It'll be out there somewhere. Everyone's so late putting stuff out. They're always like,
But if they follow you on Twitter, you'll be able to say. So
Yeah,
if you guys
yeah,
are going, if
yeah.
anybody's going to San Diego Comic Con, or I assume will this be part of either the Nerdist or the Geek and Sundry Twitch feed from SDCC, or is it just your
no,
thing?
I don't know that anything's gonna stream or be filmed, so you have to be there, I think. But
All right.
yeah.
You could stream it
Coolio.
Oh, yeah, on your phone. You can stream on phones now.
Yeah.
Oh really?
on
Yeah.
Twitch. Mhm.
We did it once.
Oh yeah, we
A
did.
couple weeks ago.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you
we'll
did it
see.
at
Now you're on the hook.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, you did
For
it at that
content.
4th of July party. I wasn't
Oh yeah,
invited
Amy,
to.
Oh,
you
yeah.
did it. You produced my last
Oh, I sure
Twitch
did.
mobile live
Yeah.
experience.
Which that's a really funny and embarrassing story.
Mr. Graf Galati, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey! What did I miss?
What are you on our
Uh,
We had a great time. I'm not sure why Amy announced it like that. We had a fun time at a party together.
llama thing, thinking.
I don't have.
Oh yeah, I almost
I don't have anything to promote.
You should tell the
Rob's
story about.
editing
tell-
the music video.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rob's a big, great editor.
I'm editing the music video. Yeah, it's very close to finished, I'd say.
And it's very, very cool.
It's
and
very
I'm
cool.
very proud of it.
We can't wait to show it to you.
That will be on the Saving Throw YouTube.
It'll be on
Yes.
Saving Through YouTube. Yes, it'll be on TV shortly after. I'm sure.
Television.
Television.
Yeah, everyone's gonna pick it up
Television?
and we're all gonna be famous.
Yep.
It's good. That one music video is going to be stretched down to like a 5-season series.
Just keep it
Yeah.
going.
And then, the
I
last,
like
watching that angry woman.
and then the last season, they decided to split it into 2 seasons to make more money.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Havana Mahoney, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
What's going on with me? Oh, I'm going to be the host of Project Pixel over at Geek and Sundry, starting on Monday until I'm doing the next 4 Mondays at Project Pixel, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. PST is when that's going to air on Alpha and Twitch at the same time, I think. And yeah, that's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of cool guests on that. And then what else? Follow me on Twitch, Vanna_Rama. My computer's borked, but I'm still doing something over there. Have Vanarama on Twitter. What else? If you're in Los Angeles, I'm doing a live character and stand-up showcase at the Pack Theater on the 18th, and that'll be at 8 p.m.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
I'm really
awesome.
excited. I'm very excited.
You play an old lady, right?
I play an old lady. Me and my writing partner Brittany play old ladies, and we do character work, and then we have stand-ups and character actors come up and do little sets, and we draw them naked while they're doing their sets and then just have some banter and stuff. So it's gonna be really funny, really silly. So come out if you're in the LA area.
That's crazy.
Yeah, It'll
Awesome.
be really fun. You guys should come. You have to come. I've now looked you in the eyes and invited
What's
you.
the date again?
It is the 18th, July 18th. So next Tuesday, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Next Tuesday.
Yes.
Next
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Mr. Eric Reichert, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you can always follow me on Instagram at mostly shit.
It's never not funny.
Classic plug.
And if you're in the Los Angeles area on August 1st at, I believe, 8 p.m., is a show I'm in called Internet the Musical, going to be at the Pack Theater.
Oh, yay. I want to see that.
That's awesome. Internet the musical.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. I want to give a big round of applause to our Mr.
Yeah.
Dom Zook, man, who sits
Yes.
in this general area, which
my boy.
leads to this general area.
Yeah, please describe everything going on behind the cameras.
Yes.
We've got a shelves full of snacks and
Yeah.
goodies right
Everything-
there.
Dom lounges with the puppies.
Yeah, he just lay on the
I will
ground.
write up some box text for what the studio looks like. You can check in with me tomorrow at 2 o'clock Pacific. As I said, I'm going to talk about random encounters that do not suck, how to make them work for you and work for your players better. Do we have Crit Juice tomorrow night? No, huh? I don't believe they're on the schedule.
Dark tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think we're dark tomorrow night.
Never tell me
Friday is Black Bag Vikings. That's our Call of Cthulhu show. And then Saturday and Sunday, we got nothing going on. So it's going to be kind of quiet. Next week, we'll be doing a special one-shot adventure, if you did not already surmise that from the donations prompt here in the chat. We're going to be doing a special one-shot because Amy and Eric will be at SDCC. So if you're not somehow consuming vast amounts of comic-related content, you can come back here and we're going to probably do a special one-off trip to Neverwinter for Avril and Thawne. Thawne, their honeymoon.
I thought it would be an origin story.
maybe it's an origin, maybe it's a flashback. Very good. Well, those details have yet to be figured out, but we're going to have a couple special guests come in and sit in on that session. It should be super fun. I want to thank everyone who supported us tonight, who hosted, who followed, who subbed up, who made a donation either in bits or cash. Thank you so much for your support. This is a brand new space for us, and everything that you do to help us support it really makes a big difference so that we can keep bringing you quality shows like the one that hopefully you enjoyed tonight. I also want to give a big shout out to all of our mods who, of course, keep everything show friendly and fun and cool in our chat room. So thank you so much for joining us, and until next time, let's dungeon!
Net neutrality.